Hi guys.
Oh god.
We're gonna build this PC.
I'm ready, let's do it.
You hold that for a second. I forgot to get the tripod ready.
Do we know what? Don't get it off of me. I don't want it to be on me.
This is the whole stream. Me and Dad will build it, and you guys will look at the
Just
camera.
look at us.
We're the color commentators.
No, we're not.
You are white. You are not colored.
Really.
The color commentators. Haha.
No. Stop being gross.
It's a bodily action. I can't prevent.
You gotta flip it. Just flip the phone.
Reach.
Just flip the phone.
That's how I use my phone anyways. If I can't feel the buttons on this hot,
That's
I feel weird.
Orientation is locked. Rotate device back.
Okay.
Well. Put it on the tray. And then just move the tray behind it.
It actually gets some good lighting. It's direct light. There you go. Ta-da.
Does that work-ish?
Looks good to me.
Alright. So where do we start?
Open the box.
Hold on, we're going through the exact order that the guy...
So that is not that. So we need to start with the motherboard and the processor.
The processor is where we start. So...
So that's what we need to open first. You can still open it, yes. Be gentle.
This house.
You probably don't need an exact knife to open up the box.
Probably not, but you can.
No, it's all good. I'm using it.
I mean, that's the perfect thing to open.
I'm too tall. I'm too tall.
Yes, you're too tall for it.
That guy said something about it's the perfect processor for gaming and streaming, and I looked directly at you because you were like,
Let's probably
this
just get
computer
down
will be
here.
able to do that kind of stuff.
This just opens.
That one didn't have a little thing. Alright, so put your knife away.
Yeah.
I was saying you like when you kill someone.
No, I don't like having an open knife everywhere. Oh snap.
Processor.
You're gonna need all those wires and stuff, so.
We gotta say what like type and brand they are and stuff like that.
It's AMD Ryzen 5. Specifically, it was like 2600 or 5 billion or 2600. Ryzen 5, 2600, 6 core, 12 thread processor, 3.9 gigahertz, max boost, 3.4 gigahertz base, discrete graphics card required.
This is what Tyler was worried about.
Yeah, I don't understand most of those words.
I didn't
So
understand
this
what it's
It's
big.
the processor.
I don't know what a processor
It
is.
is the computer processor. That's the brain.
it's
of
what
the,
does the
Okay, the
process.
brain is what got me there. I didn't.
Alright, so we're gonna.
It's what processes
I
like
have
the
this,
code
the
and
heat
lets
code
it
is
show
over
up on
here.
the
I
computer.
took it out already. It was right here.
You hear me, Tyler? It's kind of like what makes the code show up as something on the
The
computer.
brain makes more sense to me.
What is this?
That's the heat core thing, but we're not there yet. We're starting with the.
Alright, grab me the box for this, please. That you took it out of there.
User guide. You need a user guide for literally everything.
That's gonna be helpful because that part of the video where he was showing all those little pins, that's gonna
Yes.
come in handy for there.
Okay.
While
Especially when
using
his
the
hand is like
motherboard,
in
the
the way.
motherboard should not touch the table. There is a worry of static electricity, but we're gonna hope that that is not a problem. So,
Don't electrocute yourself.
Oh my god.
don't fry my board.
Oh, so it's okay if we electrocute ourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Like don't. He was saying don't try that at home.
Sticks for everything. Cover. Wait.
Okay, so the first thing he said that we needed to do was to pull this pin up.
Yep.
And then put the processor in there, but you lay it on
Yeah.
top. You do not force it, or you will bend it.
Yes.
So that goes like
And
that.
just sit on top to align
Got
it.
it.
Hold on, people. Let me get some pictures. Oh, this one.
And then he said that there was an arrow that matched an arrow.
So it kind
So
of
there's an arrow right here. See the arrow right here?
This is heavy on front of it. Be careful.
So find the arrow
So you gotta align
edge.
with it.
See the arrow edge right here?
Yeah.
It needs to line up with the arrow edge here. Perfect.
Processor is installed.
Hold on, it's gotta go this way.
Oh.
Now it's
Do that
installed.
again, Tyler. Just push your finger down like you're pretending to do it. More believable than.
I don't know how to fake push down on something.
Good thing you said that. We would have put that in, it would just like fall out.
Alright, I don't understand how
So
this
then
is-
this
oh,
thing
it has
goes
to
on
keep it in
top,
there.
right?
I need a screwdriver, cause these brackets need to come off.
Okay.
I don't understand how that makes it stick there, but.
It's like,
There's a thing on the bottom.
it like grabs a hold of it
Yeah,
and
it's fine.
pulls it in. So Dad's
What's up,
gonna,
screen?
Yeah,
so
you
Dad's gonna take these pieces off
Yeah.
so that we can put this in, and these are gonna screw into those 4 holes.
This is so exciting.
I'm more excited than I thought it was.
This is epic.
You're epic.
So not epic.
So not epic, dude.
So in this box,
I get text from numbers that I don't even know who it is that says, "You interested in going to Buckcherry?"
who
I don't
is?
even know who it is.
Look up Buck Cherry. see
I
what
know
it
who
is.
Buckcherry is, I don't know who the text is from.
Oh, what's Buck Cherry?
Crappy 90s band.
Okay, so didn't it say that there were like the build out things? Is that in the case?
That's not until later.
Is that in the
that's-
case?
Yeah,
That's later.
The little pieces?
Yeah.
We're gonna have
Okay.
like 8 that we fill in ourselves.
I want to put this on once you unscrew. I think when you were saying though, like you don't think we have the screws. I think we definitely have all of those screw things.
I think it's.
Tweet out that we're live here real quick.
We have any viewers?
Is it okay if I take this off?
I
These?
guess
Or
so.
you want to do it?
I want to do something.
Then do it
Hold
then.
on, let me tweet real quick.
Nobody's
I can't do
done.
anything without tweeting this.
Well, then you're not doing things. You're just tweeting about doing
Well,
things.
are you only doing things if you don't tweet about them?
Date and tables. That was so funny.
I don't understand.
What?
Like date and
Well, I was
tables.
gonna make a Trump joke that sounded like Trump of just
Oh,
tweeting about things
just
without
tweeting
actually
about
doing
things
things
without-
yet.
And then
But that is going to eventually do things. And then it was an inside joke that I didn't
So,
understand. I always hate when I don't understand inside jokes.
like during the wrestling show, like the little rocks and stuff, they don't have tables, they have wooden like plywood. And a guy chanted last night, date and tables.
Because it wasn't actual like folding
It
tables. It
was
was
just-
just pieces of plywood.
yeah.
That they were like, throwing- because
because
we were in Dayton.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they were saying that they were Dayton tables
Yeah.
because it was like the Dayton equivalent of tables.
Mamma mia, that was so
Hey.
funny.
Yeah,
You're not.
I'm almost there. I just gotta retweet it now.
You understand that you're taking away from the experience, right?
Okay, yeah, but I'm sorry, but it's
Come on.
something that we like to do.
I want to put this. I was glad that he said that, like, don't worry about over screwing, and it'll just stop.
So I got just a couple USB ports back
Make sure you
here.
do opposite, like he
I'm
said.
undoing, so,
Yeah.
but I will, just because that's good for you to know that. But when you're undoing, it's
It's
not
not
so much the problem,
Yeah.
it's when you're pushing something down.
Because then it, like, get, like, out of place. Like,
Same way when you're doing a tire as well. When you put a tire on,
You don't do
you're
anything
changing a
that's
tire,
directly next
don't
to
go
something.
like this, you go across.
like a
Star.
like a star. This is quality content.
We could start our own YouTube channel of family that builds computers.
And
Family that builds computers together stays together.
Except for the fact that this is probably the only computer we'll ever build together.
Did you just say let's not?
We already have Huddy Radio. I don't think we do. We don't have Huddy Plays. Hashtag Huddy Plays.
Remember when I was gonna do that movie review thing? But I never watched any movies after that. I'm still a movie
You
buff.
did.
I'm still a movie
Okay,
buff, but I don't go
okay.
see new movies, and
Okay.
no one cares about me
Is
reviewing
there a
a
certain
movie
way?
that came out
Is
in
there
the
a certain way I
80s.
should pick this
That's
up?
not true. A lot of people care about that.
Everybody reviews new movies, review something different.
Is there a certain way I pick this up?
It's a fan, so it's not
No,
on.
it's
It's not
this is
okay.
a heat piece,
Yeah,
so you.
I'm just.
I don't want her to do it.
I haven't touched it yet, I wanna see what's going on. So it says that like the thermal paste is pre-installed, so I am just gonna have to trust that he is right about that. I really hope he is. Which direction does it go?
It goes. This is short,
So
so
does it
it's-
matter, Lane?
It's like this.
Yeah.
Because of course it matters.
Well,
That's, I mean,
It goes this way.
Flip it up on. That's.
This no, it
This
goes this way
It's a rectangle. So you've got your.
because
square
your four
ends.
squares are here.
and then where does this plug in at? Because
What is
I
this?
believe it was at the top.
It
wasn't
said there was.
it says.
There's gonna say fan or something up here. Yeah, fan right here.
No, that was for the.
It says fan. And is this not a fan?
yes, but it has to go into a specific one. All right, so that is.
I think it's the Cha fan too. That's what it
That
said. I'm
is-
pretty
is that-
sure.
And that's what he probably
Is this the thing we're talking about now?
Yes, this is
This
the
is the
motherboard.
motherboard username. Yes.
So that's what we should be.
But
looking
this
at.
is Cha fan 1 right here.
I'm gonna go ahead and just rewind a little part of the video.
I would just go back to where he starts and then
We'll just
just
walk
hit
through
play and
everything.
then make sure that we have everything where it needs to go, right? And then we can pause when we're ready to do the thing, right? To do the damn thing, Tyler. Let's do it. What?
Oh, you said let. I thought.
Let's do
I
the
thought you
damn
just said do the damn
You
thing.
just hold the power button until it shuts off. So now what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna
Yeah,
Well, we're gonna we need to go back a few steps there, bro.
push it in just lightly, set it down into
I did
place,
that.
and we don't wanna bend the pin, so it should just fall in, keep trying to get it to line up, and there you go, it falls in.
Perfect.
And then go ahead and just lower the lever. Done. Now we're gonna be installing our heatsink onto it to cool our CPU, so we wanna go ahead and remove these 4 screws first. So we're gonna be using the AMD stock heatsink, so the installation process is also gonna be very simple. And as far as the thermal paste, it's already pre-installed on the stock heatsink, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, so his board is facing like this. This is the,
No.
yes it is, because down at the bottom right is the Asus logo, which is right here. To the right of the Asus logo
Yeah,
is
you're right,
these
you're
two
right,
squares.
you're right, you're right.
So this is the direction that he is looking at it.
Alright.
Line it up with the 4 points, and then screw it in. As far as over tightening it, don't worry because it'll stop once it's fully tightened. It won't let you over tighten it. So I like to do opposite ends first, because if you do the ends right next to each other, it's gonna then be a lot harder to actually get it to screw in. So the fan on the heatsink is gonna need power, so it's down.
So the
That's right by the RAM, which is right here, is where he's at, I think.
the Cha fan 2. No, this is CPU fan.
CPU fan.
CPU
CPU fan, it's right here.
So that's where we're going.
That's where we're headed with it.
So, this is like this, and then like this.
But you need to flip it over.
Yeah, flip it
Oh,
upside.
sorry.
It needs to go.
Which way is his AMD facing?
Before we move on to our next one,
Just double tap the left or go back 10 seconds.
it's gonna then be a lot harder.
It's going around.
As far as over
It's on
tightening
the
it,
left
don't
It's on the
worry.
other side. It's on the opposite side of the
It's
RAM.
very simple. And as far as the thermal
Which makes
paste goes,
sense, because then it's just.
pretty
more
pre-installed
wire,
on
like,
stock
you don't
heatsink.
need-
So you don't have to worry about that. Line it up with the 4 points and then screw it in.
I
As far
think
as
you made it so it's over
tightening,
here.
Don't worry
Wrap
because
it around.
The top part, it goes like that.
Yes.
Yes. So that because it's gonna come around this way and sink in.
And this has its own screws built in.
Yep. So then you just need to set. I thought you. Oh, Lane's doing that. So it just needs to be where it needs to line up with those 4. You lined up all the way, all 4 of them. Oh, don't move it again. All right, you're in.
Do we screw it
You
in?
gotta screw it in. Remember how he said do it crosses. So screw the 1.
Make sure your screwdriver's straight up and down.
It's not shit up and
Don't
down.
take it at an angle.
I can't push it up and down.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't push it up and
Let me
down.
see. That's how you do it.
Can you just do that? I don't feel safe doing that. I
You
don't
can
want
start it and then you can.
because I don't feel
It's fine.
safe.
It's
Hold on
fine.
a second.
It's fine.
Okay.
This piece moves in and out, so it's fine. You just gotta, once you get it in here, you just gotta push it in this way. See how that moves it a little? And then turn it, and then it stops on its own. So then do this one. So get it to the thing, and hold it straight up. There you go. Okay, turn. Stop. Stop.
That's why I want to
Just hold on a second.
What's wrong?
It just wasn't.
I want you to do that. I'm not
It's not connecting over there.
Is it not in? Yeah, I don't think it's in. Yeah, it's like a little off to the side. You see how it's like a little off to the side?
Are you getting in the hole over there?
No, I'm taking it out over here.
Okay.
Are you connected over there?
This one over here is kind of in. This one,
Not really.
not exactly, but once you start pushing it downwards, maybe.
Yeah, then it goes in.
There you go.
Even doing anything.
What's going on? I can't see over there, so I
It's
don't know
not
what's
really. Like it's not grabbing it. Right here.
Yeah, it's not actually screwing in. Try the other side. Try over here.
See, it's doing the same thing as the other.
Just be careful when
I
you're
am,
pushing down
I
on
am.
the motherboard, but you
Sorry.
can potentially crack it in half. Would be very bad. See if that did anything.
I know, that's what the other one was doing the same thing. I felt like.
Alright, maybe let's just kind of take it out and
Hold on, I gotta loosen this one then.
Maybe.
So that's that gel stuff he's talking about. It is on there for sure.
It's not over here. That would be screwed over there.
Maybe it just wasn't down low enough yet
Maybe.
for them all to connect where they're supposed to be.
Gotta be careful with this, 'cause it's gotta go like straight on there, so that this paste doesn't get anywhere else.
Okay.
Is this correct? This
Yes.
direction?
You're right, where you need to be. You're in the back here.
The amount of light in this
You're good here.
really
Yeah,
tells.
Fury and everything.
Somebody help me with light, please. This is stupid. I have to use my phone flashlight to do anything.
Do the other. No, do over here. Over here.
Opposite.
Over here. It's okay.
I can't see, so
You're going in. You're going in. I think it just the other ones just weren't ready to go in yet, so we were just still turning and turning and turning and turning.
do they all appear to be in?
Yes, they didn't. Nothing's popping out like it did the first time. The first time when we were doing it, you let go of one side and it popped out the other side. Now you just need to turn until you feel like it's tight. You mean to hold this?
It's stopped.
You can just feel it stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, push my hands.
I'm holding the motherboard so it doesn't slide every time he does something. All right, we got it now.
You gonna do the last one? Lee?
Will it just stop? Like,
Yep. You didn't do anything wrong before. It just wasn't. You just needed to keep going, and we weren't being patient enough to keep going.
Is that doing anything?
Keep going. You're fine.
That's not doing anything.
Terrible noise.
It's the same noise it was making when he was doing it too.
Is that in?
We're just gonna call that in.
I mean, it's not as far down as this one is, but
We just kept going.
All three of the other ones were like solidly in there.
Got a 4 ain't bad. That's usually
give
how
me the
we go
screwdriver for
shit.
just a second, just to make sure. Let's see if I can get it to do anything different.
We can pull out and start it if we feel like we need to. It's just not going. It's not going down at all.
That's all?
I mean, it's secure.
Whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
So here, then you can do this then.
So where does it go?
So it's gonna go in here, but look at your thing. See how it has like the little slide thing right there? So it's gonna go like this, so that this little piece goes into that. Do you see what I mean? You got it. You were right. You just got to push down on it. There you go. That's it. It's in. Got it.
First wire.
Perfect. Good job.
40,000 more to go.
Because it'll stop once it's fully tightened. It won't let you over tighten it. So I like to do opposite ends first, because if you do the ends right next to each other, it's gonna then be a lot harder to actually get it to screw in. So the fan on the heatsink's gonna need power. So it's down here labeled CPU fan. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook it in just like that. Before we move on to our next part, go ahead and get out the I/O shield from the box of the motherboard. It also comes with 2 SATA cables, and these cables are used to hook up the drives to our motherboard. Such as a hard drive or an
They're both in there. The two cables are in there.
We're with 2 6 and 4 gigabytes.
All right, 2 gigs of RAM. Can you hit
Pause.
pause?
So when installing our RAM, it also just goes in one way, and you just want to make sure you.
Okay, so which one do we get off of?
He said the 2 and the 4. No, he just said to get those out because that's what he's just telling you they need to be used still.
Yeah, they plug into the 2 and the 4 of the grid.
Tyler, you want to do that?
weather glaze.
Right here.
Do what?
2 and
Come here.
4.
How do they go in the 2 grays? I know where they go.
This part.
You said don't touch?
Don't touch this part.
Oh.
So the ram. So you can see one side is longer than the other by just a little bit. So that means they're gonna go like this. You go in the gray one and the gray one. You pull this back, you pull this back, and you'll push down in there. And once you push down in there, this will just kind of clip back over on itself.
Excuse me?
That didn't feel right. You're putting me backwards. Did I tell you backwards?
Maybe, but it's okay.
So, goes like that.
The back is weird. This side is weird.
Need this side out too.
No.
Should just be the one side.
There you go. You just been pushing harder now.
Yeah,
And push back twice.
So which way did we go?
Just look on the back, cause this thing. So.
So it should go like this,
Like that.
right?
Can we just figure out which side is the longer side?
I mean, that's what this one
Yeah.
looks exactly the same on the back here as this one. So if we put it the same way, no, Tyler's gonna do that one.
Make sure it's right in the center.
Push down.
You got it? Perfect.
Ram's installed.
Where is it?
RAM.
That's
and
here.
random access memory. So right now we have 8 gigs installed. We have 4 gig and 4 gig. We have 2 more slots open before I can add more later if need be. Cool.
Yup.
So that's just more memory. Oh no.
You're click and then you're good. As far as where we're gonna be sticking our 2 sticks, we're gonna be sticking it in the gray slot. So the second and the 4th one. So just go ahead and, till you hear the click, and then just do the other one. The thing should just click into place just like that. Alright, rounds installed. So for our case, we went with the master box.
Okay, so let's
Case
get
on.
box open.
Let's get cleaned up here.
That's the box. We need this.
No.
That thing.
That's what processors
That's just a sticker.
Put this in the box of the motherboard. I don't know where that box is.
Probably 6.
It's the motherboard is right
Oh, yeah,
here.
that's right, it's right
The
here.
motherboard box is right
Just leave
here.
that set off to the side for right now.
Here.
I'm not sure what that
Look for the AMD thing with that box. Over there.
Just put that on there. Put that over there. Here, put these 4 screws in there. Those came off the motherboard before that.
Oh, they need it again?
No. You wanna get your...
Exactly right.
You know that is not an X-Acto knife, right? That's just a knife.
I said X-Acto knife and no one corrected me, so I
I
assumed it
just
was
kind of
X-Acto knife.
realized that that's what was happening. That's
Big
Well, the
box.
X-Acto knife is when you push up, isn't
Yes.
it? It's like a straight line and it's like a isosceles triangle.
Yes.
no, the X-Acto knife is it has like a gray or silver metal handle.
Right, and you
Use
push
it
it,
in
you
art.
slide up.
It's just one solid thing. There's
Oh.
no like
Oh yeah, you're right.
So
Yeah,
what is
so it
that
takes
thing?
a
What
little
is the
blade at the
slide
bottom.
up thing?
it's a box cutter.
Box cutter.
Yeah, that's the one that just has like the little like sucker on the middle.
Yes. Just be gentle.
Excuse me.
How do you
Go the other way.
unbox
Go the
it?
other way.
How do you unbox
If you need to, you can use your knife along the edge.
Once you get that, then you can just grab this and go. And you can grab this and go. And that helps.
Wow.
Pull it out. Yep.
Well, we're what, halfway done, probably, 1/4.
The cables are like 90% of it.
Okay,
So.
well,
The cables don't take much to just go.
Yeah, if you just know where they are, they just go in.
this is done.
Okay, slide it. Let's do this. Watch. Just put it on
Don't
your
ever,
side.
don't.
There you go. Then slide it out.
Don't worry.
Well, you were just like lifting it up and throwing it back down.
Oh, that, Tyler, come on, bud. That's not, just rip it into the bag.
No, I'm undoing the wrapping because I can't get in there.
There we go. Pull it out, Ty. You got it.
Be careful. It does have a glass side.
It's right there. So,
There's should be the little things that come with it also.
Oh, so done.
Somewhere.
Is there more in the box?
There's stuff inside of here.
Oh, inside of here?
yeah, you take off the glass. I think it's really slanted. Is that just me? Do I feel like it's slanted? What screw would you saying you don't know if you have?
I wanted to install these things that we're getting ready to install.
I think you do. I think it's this piece that's supposed to come in.
But you have like all the things. you
No, I
need.
mean I think it comes in with the screws. I think there's a piece in with the screws that does it.
This is like the when I think of a computer, I think of this kind of thing. I
This
think-
is just the case. This just
I
houses it.
understand.
Okay, I'm just
But when I think of a computer, I think of the build and I think of all the stickers that are on it. That's what I think of when I think of a computer.
Alright, so let's set this out of the way. I don't know that everything is in there, but we.
yeah, there is. There's a whole baggie worth of stuff right here that goes along with
There's a zip
the
tie. That's where I got the zip tie.
the cords are there, and then there's a baggie.
Okay.
There's even zip ties in here. There's all of this in here too.
But not the nut thing.
What is this? This is silicone gel is what this is. Do not eat or throw away.
Box here.
Yeah, this is that
Wait,
piece
no, it
right
says
there.
do not eat, throw away. Not do not eat or throw away. Keep this in your life, forever.
So seeing where he installs those are gonna be key. And also.
You know, his hand is kind of in the way.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little rough.
But he does say what he's doing, so.
That's these
Those are
pieces.
the stock standoffs.
Yeah.
And which even if we don't have the little screw thing, I mean they. So it-
This is the thing.
Oh, that's the stand. Oh, okay.
I think.
Maybe.
Does that go on?
Oh, these are the extra little pieces here.
The color stuff. I think red is just good.
Yeah, red looks better.
We'll just have to see what we like. Cause I like, cause the RAM is white.
Okay. These are the
Yeah, but that's all on the
standoffs.
side, and we're gonna have LEDs, so white's gonna be relative at that point.
I think all the white is gonna look cool.
So
We'll just have to see.
these are the standoffs. This is the piece that goes with the standoffs
Okay.
that you then just use the screwdriver
Okay.
to turn in. So that's these pieces.
He says we need 8 of them.
Boom. Hit. Haha, you shot my battleship.
It does look like battleship pieces. Doesn't it? 5, 6.
Look at it. Lead up against the motherboard.
How does this side of the case come off?
I don't think it does it?
I mean, just because he showed like, oh, look at all my wires over here.
Oh, I think that was running through it.
No, I
Yeah.
think.
I'm almost positive they were.
They were
Are you
running
sure it's
through that.
8? I have 6.
This is what he said. I'm pretty sure.
I think you might have said, I think it's 6.
Light 3.1 TG, the TG stands for tempered glass. We paid $50 for this case. If you get the non-TG version, then it'll have an acrylic side panel, not a tempered glass side panel, and that's gonna cost you $10 less. Having a tempered glass side panel though just makes a big difference in quality and feel. The tempered glass panel just adds a lot of bonus points in the aesthetics to puzzle. So yeah, go ahead and just get both lids removed. Right now we're gonna be installing our motherboard, securing it into our case. So this case allows us to customize the accents right here and down here to white, black, or
Yeah, so I mean, he has this side taken off here already.
Both of the sides.
Does it just slide?
I didn't feel like it did.
red. Since we're gonna have a white and black thing going
I
on.
think he was
I'm
spewing
gonna be
stuff.
going with white, so now we wanna make sure we have all the appropriate motherboard standoffs in the correct areas. So this motherboard has 1, 2, 3, and we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna need a total of 8 motherboard standoffs. So it looks like I'm gonna need to get 6 motherboard standoffs that we're gonna be adding in.
6 that you're going to be adding in. So I think that these pieces come off, and that's what makes this bottom piece slide off. So there's our motherboards, the motherboard stand-ins right there. Stand off, sorry.
Yeah, geez, mama.
Sorry.
Stupid mama. Boom.
Those 2 screws.
My hand. There's extras over here of all that stuff too.
So these are going right here. The pile of 4 is the tempered glass side.
Okay,
The
I'm gonna slide this over here. These. Okay, so now we need to figure out this.
where the standoffs are going to go. I think is our next step.
So I see.
There was the 4, and then there was the. There's a 5th one that was not directly
This,
vertically across.
this,
Those one was down.
This.
It's this hole, by the way. Not this hole.
Okay. Alright, so show it again. Let me see it again.
So they got these key points.
Okay guys, so our motherboard standoffs look like this. So we're gonna need 6 of those, and we're gonna need this tool right here. We're gonna insert the motherboard standoff, and then the other end is gonna allow us to screw it in. So right here on the bottom top left of our case, we're gonna be securing
Pause it
our
for a second.
first motherboard.
Okay, so bottom, top, three.
So
let's
here.
get the standoff.
Right? That's where you started?
Okay, that is a very redundant statement.
Bottom,
What
top,
does
left
the bottom
makes
top
sense.
left
No,
mean?
he's
The
talking
middle left?
He's
This-
not like up here.
No, because he's next if the
He's looking right here. He's
yes,
right here.
see this?
You have this. I'm looking at this. You have this handle piece.
Right.
Is there
But
the
look
right
look
side
at his
screen?
fan too. See his fan's right there to his left?
Yeah, we're up in this
So-
corner.
This one is the first one. You see it? Do you agree with me or no?
Oh, no, Lightning has the first.
Based on where
Yes.
he is right now?
Yes.
Okay, so
Boom.
you want me to do it? I thought you were doing it. Okay, Lane,
I don't know how to.
come here.
That's not gonna happen. I don't know how to do it in all the way.
So here's what's gonna happen. Let me see this. This guy is gonna go right here. And then you're just gonna use that as the part of your tool, part of your screwdriver to do the rest there.
To the side, to the side,
I got it.
other side. Yeah,
Alright.
that's okay. I guess also his shadow was pushing in.
Jesus.
Y'all and your farts for real.
That's for you, YouTube. Do we have a viewer?
No, I don't think so.
Will you look and see if we have a viewer? Because Taggart just retweeted my tweet, so he might be watching.
Nope.
Fuck you, Taggart.
Wow.
He's not
Wow.
watching, you can't see him.
Rude.
Go watch it back.
Alright, so now press play and let's see where the next one is.
he will.
5 years ago. Oh, I never did watch him build that computer.
Stand up. And our second one's gonna go over here.
Okay, so that one is,
Right here.
yeah, because there's already one here.
Yeah,
There's one
so
built in
that's-
there, so he's
that's
going the
why
other one here.
There's 8, but you only need to install
So we need
6.
one more right here. You have your screwdriver? I'm just gonna put this in, then you can do the thing.
Can't stop yawning.
You can't stop yawning. Bow on PC. Playing chess.
I wanna take back doing this one.
At the far right of this top row, our third one, moving on to the second row. Gonna go at the far left side. And then Dan,
Right here.
Sorry.
Right here. Right here.
Do you have one in already, or you want me to do it? Okay, that one needs to be screwed in. I'm trying to keep this out of your way. Can you get into it?
Going to play.
Not yet, he's still screwing this one in.
And we're already at the next location. So don't.
Which is where?
I can't get to the picture right now.
Okay,
Check here.
the right side on the second row.
this guy.
No, not that big guy.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay,
No, one of them. Sorry.
that's right. Okay,
One's also gonna be right here.
Right.
and then there's another one right here, right?
Maybe we gotta look at him.
Let's just go in order. I know you're right, Tyler, but let's just go in order.
So this one is next.
Yeah. Then the one, yeah. And then not the big one.
Not the big one, the one
underneath.
underneath of it, not straight next to it, is what he said on that one before. You gonna do that one?
Yeah.
So
I've
that's
also
actual
like to say
scissors.
out loud that I feel very undermined in what I'm doing, but I'm trying to be helpful.
No, you're fine.
And I feel like I'm not really doing a whole lot.
You're
And when
fine.
I do say things out loud.
Go ahead.
I give credit for what I'm saying out loud.
Oh wait, no.
We were just trying to go in the order,
I
not
thought
that you didn't
it
go
was an
there.
actual screw and I was like,
I don't, okay, it's at all.
Did you,
it looks like a whipped cream thing. Does it not?
twist it once, so that it just
Take
is,
a little finger twist so it'll kinda sit
then it
there.
won't flop over on you. That's all of them, right?
I believe so.
Alright, now what?
I'll hold them all, right?
No, we're gonna.
Now we're gonna sit that on there, right?
It's not gonna go right across. It's gonna go down here. So we have all our motherboard standoffs where we need to have them. Now before we put in our
Let's grab our IO shield.
Is that gonna go here?
It's gonna go right here, yep.
Do I get some scissors?
You don't need scissors. Give it to your brother. Let him open it. I'm really sad that we have 0 viewers and that guy has 1.9 million viewers.
Fuck. It's views, not viewers. What's
Yeah,
the
once this is on YouTube for a month or two, we'll have that.
Oh, okay.
Well, once we got.
Alright, can you press,
Fuck you, Taggart.
hey, can you press play? So we know what we're doing with this deal?
motherboard, you wanna make sure you first put the IO shit. So yeah, just get it into place
Yeah,
and
it's
you
not-
wanna make sure it clicks in. So yeah, just
So
slide
it's
it up
gonna
with
go
the IO.
in,
Bro, slow down.
It's alright.
It's
It just kinda pushes right
it's
into
gonna,
this
it's gonna
space.
come in this way.
So
it's gonna go here and kind of click into there. I
Check
think
to
it
make
needs
sure.
to turn so that the smooth side is on the outside,
Check to make sure.
like that maybe.
Have them. Now before we put in our motherboard, you want to make sure you first put the I/O shield. So yeah, just get it.
Yeah, like it's. Excuse me, you should just go in, please. Thank you.
You almost had it. It should just snap in.
That one's gonna take a little bit of force to push in.
There you go. You're getting it. You're getting it. It's in on one side, but not the other. No, the other side. No, up on the top.
Oh.
There you go. It's in.
No,
Good
you
job.
need this thing that I'm not going to touch, and I'm going to let Dad
Yes,
do
that
this.
is absolutely putting the motherboard on the deal.
I think you will lift up the motherboard and put it inside. But that's
Do you want me to
what it
hit play so you can see or no?
In the works.
You sure?
Because this shit's all gonna line up with the iron.
With over here. See, all this is gonna line up with all this that you just put in.
Some light would be fantastic, though.
You're fine, Ty. You do what you need to do. I'll work
Lane,
around.
can you grab
No,
these
I know.
cables and kind of, or
I was
Tyler, or
going
somebody
for
who's right
Snapchat.
here, can you grab these cables and kind of move them back out of the way? Lane, can you grab that zip tie that's still hanging out?
Oh, you're doing this on your story?
No,
Just save it?
is. I don't know how to. It's like.
this is what I was talking about. Alright.
Now what do I do? Can I just, once I saved it, I can just click this, right?
Yeah, or you can just switch to the regular camera and just use that, that'll be easiest for you.
You got lower a little bit, or high.
Just a little too high.
I'm gonna push your level.
You gotta come back this way,
I don't know what, come back this way.
back this way. There. You should just snap into those mounts that we did, right? But not all the way. You said don't screw it there.
Right.
Just
But
now.
it said it should stay there by itself, and I guess it kind of is.
It is.
Okay.
That is scary. My anxiety is through the roof right now.
I mean, you're lined up perfectly.
That top part, that
It
little,
is.
no, it's not. That little metal piece is blocking for me even able to be able to plug into that. What do I do?
Just you need to bring it this way a little bit further so that it, because I think when you came in, hold on, sorry, Lane. I mean, this is just metal pieces. This isn't hurting you.
Although I also don't think I'm gonna use that jack that I was
Okay,
just
well,
talking
just-
about, but.
You need to come back towards the back farther. No, you need to go back further.
Okay, so from my vantage point.
Right in there. That's where you need to be. Perfect.
Okay.
I got it for a little snap and it's not moving at all.
Yeah, that one's, that's
No,
what.
hold on.
God damn
Everything
see
snapped
this
and
guy
everything
right
looks
here?
aligned.
That's fine.
Is he, no, let me see your light
it. Where?
right here.
That's HDMI.
But
so-
shouldn't that piece be on the other side of that HDMI?
Yes.
And the same with USB right here too, right? Or no?
I'm gonna start getting really upset because of the fact that I literally can't see anything because of how dark everything is. I can't just see the simplest of things because there's zero light. So what, I need to take it back out again? Cause I don't know that that HDMI cord's even gonna be able to get in there or anything like that.
Okay, I don't know why you're
Well-
getting mad. Shit.
I don't need that HDMI either.
Okay, but we still want to put it together correctly, whether you need that or not, right?
Yes.
I mean, it takes it all of 2 seconds to pop it out and then pop it back in. It's not. I
Until I
mean,
break it by doing it too many times. That's where I'm at.
you just need to be back further when you push it in. Back towards the back here. When you go
So
in.
according to me over here, it feels like it's as back as far as it'll go. So I'm not sure how much more back I'm able to go because I'm
All right, hold on. Just
pushing
hold on a
up
second.
against that.
Just hold us on a second, and I'll just make sure that these are out of the way. All right, now go in. No, that's perfect. See?
Well, it's not perfect on my end because my screws aren't lined up and it didn't click and stay in place like it did. So it is not perfect.
Okay.
Fucking see.
You have to stop
Any.
because you're getting mad, and that's
I
making
am
it
getting
worse.
mad because I can't see anything. How's that?
Are you snapped?
You just snapped. You just did.
Are you in?
I think so. Is everything over there okay? I mean, if it's not, then we'll just keep doing this.
I feel like, is this guy right here, is this guy supposed to be like that, or is he supposed to be behind?
I would assume behind, because that's blocking putting a cord in there.
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. See how these I just pushed behind? So
It needs to be done with that one too.
I'll do the same thing. So if you just pull it out gently. Hold on, I just pushed the whole thing back out when I was pushing that part in. Excuse me. Okay. I think you should be good. Go.
Looks fine now. Want to get it in.
Okay.
One more. There.
Booms. Tyler, or whoever has my phone, somebody.
Have her phone.
I did. I'm sorry. I was trying to put these together.
Into place and you want to make sure it fits in. So yeah, just line it up with the IO shield, and now we want to get it to just sit into place.
All right.
So we won't even then have to hold it up. Okay, before we
Can
screw
we
in
pause
the-
it for just a second?
is no right or wrong way as far as the order as to what you install the parts. You can do it however you feel like it. I'm gonna just leave this how it is and move on to our power supply. I'm gonna be
Okay, so power supply.
Big boy power.
Here's our opener. Select our opener on the phone.
That's good progress though. You got a motherboard in there. That's good progress.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, hit that hall light.
Okay, what?
Hit that hall light.
Is that like dimmed?
No, I always feel like it is, but it's not.
Even if you tell the Google thing to turn it up?
Hey Google, turn the light to 100%.
Okay, setting the LR big lamp brightness to 100%.
It is at 100%.
I mean, it's no surprise that there's zero light in our house. That's not anything new by any means.
Hey Google, turn off the living room light.
Sure, turn the LR big lamp off.
Oh.
You guys don't clean your fingers with that.
That one doesn't get hot hardly at all.
Alright,
So that's what
I'll
light
go
is.
open.
Boom. 600 BQ.
I think it's the bottom that,
600 barbecue.
maybe the other side? Maybe this side?
Yeah.
It's got a little sticker thing there for you, isn't it?
I'm gonna stab my eye. I swear.
Don't do that.
Thanks, everyone.
I still have to learn how to create a bootable USB drive out of that thing.
What do you mean?
I have to put Windows on a thumb drive so that when it plugs in, it boots.
He has a controller for that.
No, don't, that's your problem.
Don't lie,
Come here
What does he do?
and go
It
out.
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it
though.
does. Come
I've already-
here and
I
go
know,
out.
But I've already tried doing that and it doesn't do
I'm
anything.
pretty sure it's just an app built into the OS that does it.
It doesn't do anything.
You're not under, that's why. Watch. You come here where, see how it's, now I'm underneath of where that is?
There we go.
That's where we need to cut, is underneath of this piece. Now pull the rest of it out.
And boom. 500, 600, 700 barbecue.
I want 700 barbecue. Just kidding, it's 500 barbecue.
So we got all the cords.
Hundreds and hundreds of cords.
Just do this. Just one.
This is the piece that we need right now, right? The big piece?
Well, we haven't actually seen him open it.
Or is that already connected?
Yeah, I just think, oh Jesus, that is a snake.
Looks like tape on the bottom.
Tiger's still out watching.
Did you text him and tell him that he sucks? Taggart, you suck, Taggart.
Hello.
Jesus, that thing's huge.
What is it?
Alright, what do we do with that thing? I know that this cord thing
Why do you
is.
look at me like
Because I thought you knew that it was the power supply, didn't you not?
that? I forgot that that's what it was. I'm sorry. It looks like a PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1 like power cord.
Looks like a snake.
I'm ready.
Getting out our CPU power cable because I want to route it through here, but it won't fit if the motherboard's already screwed into place. So I'm gonna run that CPU power cable first and then screw it into place, which is why we're moving on to our power supply for now. You'll see what I'm talking about, but it's because I want to make sure the cable management is very clean in this build. So the power supply I went with, this is a 600 watt semi-modular
Did
bronze.
you screw it in?
600?
Yeah, you got to.
I thought you said 500.
On the paper said 500, 600, 700.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said
And like the
500.
owner's manual.
I was worried.
Unrated power supply from EUGA. $40 is what we paid for this guy. That came out pretty clean, guys. So go ahead and
You
just
put like
wire
some
these cables back here, and you want the
stickers
fan
or
or power
stuff on
supply
it
to
to
be
just
facing
get
here.
it that more
And the
like
4 screws
look
come with the power
inside.
supply. Alright, cool, our power supply's in, and we're gonna move back into our motherboard. So our CPU power inputs right here, and the clips.
So he pulls out, I have to pull that motherboard out again, so.
Or just to screw it in.
Here's the 4 screws right here.
So this dude
And a waxing tape.
is gonna go
So not
down
the-
here, like so.
Goes against that wall.
And then here's the 4 screws for that.
Do you screw it in, then run this cord?
No, run the cord first, that's the whole point. Oh, no,
this-
screw that in first, yes.
How are they gonna do that?
You guys got it.
Layton, would you like to do it?
Sure. I need some light.
I know, Layton, we'll get you right. Hold on, it's not up, it's not lined up yet. It's. I've got the top ones lined up, but not the bottom ones.
Well, maybe if you get the one in, we can kind of,
But this one I don't see it.
sorry, I can't see from this angle.
I need light over here. Is it here? So here, here.
See what he screws it. Tell him the video. Back it up.
And just use it in the 4 spots where there are screw holes.
But it's
But-
not that simple.
And the
is what
4
I'm
screws
saying.
come.
Yeah, they are in
Power
the
supply.
hole. Those bottom ones are in the hole.
In what hole?
These bottom ones.
No, it's gotta be here,
That's not what- that's not
here,
what he has.
here, and here. There's no other holes in this. You see what I'm saying? The 4 screw holes are here, 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 and here. That's the only screw holes there are.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? Like, this guy's gotta go here. This guy has to go here.
Thicker.
It's gotta go straight. Okay,
You put that one in. That big.
yeah, it is. Now you gotta screw. Alright, now come and screw this one. Before you tighten it too far, screw this one. Is this the top?
Is what the top
Is this the top?
of the computer?
No, it's not.
This is the top of the computer.
So this is upside down.
What is upside down?
The
The
words
whole
are
power supply is upside
the
down.
words are upside down. There's
It's not over here. That's
Yeah,
what
which
threw
is
me
why,
off.
yeah.
This is
there's
not.
but the letters
But
over
back
here
here,
It
are
would be so helpful if this dude didn't put white crap over his stuff.
Yeah. But back here, where all the plug-in stuff is, it is all upside down. And this is why it ain't lining up.
I mean it
That's-
was lining up kind of, but
That's-
I can
that's
see
their
that
bad,
this is
though.
upside
So you got
down.
all four in there?
They're all
Or
out.
of there, I mean?
Yeah.
That's on their. That's bad on their part though.
Look at his face. Look at his knee. That looks bad.
See, now that side's upside down, which is what we were seeing from over here, right
But
side up.
it's
But over here it's right side up.
Yeah.
and,
Which is the
and visually
outside.
for the outside where the glass is still going to be correct.
Hold on just one second, guys.
'Cause so it's gonna go here, 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 here.
I gotta go hold this over top of the stove real quick to see if I can remove this.
How about we don't do that?
Say do not try this at home, even though it was a tutorial on how to do this.
Yeah, they made that to come off, that's good.
That sticker was so heavy.
Don't take everything off. Those are like,
Warranty void if removed.
yeah, let's not do that.
Look at that shirt they had at Micro Center a while back that said, I believe in warranties. Love that shirt.
Did you buy that shirt? Shut up.
He loved it so much he didn't buy it.
Oh, you missed it last night. Somebody got hit in the balls with a wrench.
Cool.
I need you to hold it there for a second. It's gotta go here.
I paid $800 for a computer and you're probably my bubble wrap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was paying.
Okay.
Bye bye. I like how the stream can just only see that foot.
We're not good streamers. But we'll be once we get this cool computer up.
Yo, dude. That is epic. I'm so funny. Oh, we still don't have a good webcam though.
Well, we got shit to hang up a green screen with.
Yeah. But our webcam probably won't work to make that happen.
Thank God I was an interviewee out of that whole thing, and like,
Okay.
cause
Alright,
like it's
so
you and Lane
screw with
doing
me.
the thing.
Oh, don't talk about that.
Oh, I forgot about. Okay.
That's super top secret. Nobody knows about that.
Just don't screw it in.
Super
All is trying to
secret
stop.
Howdy Ink
Now
project.
do. You don't need to do backwards. Don't go. No, over here. X. What's wrong?
I shut a little.
Oh, lovely. Alright, up here.
Weird.
I know.
It was really cool, Mr. Benjamin, when he was getting the stuff for the door prizes. It was supposed to get like red sets.
Now tighten them all.
Red what?
Red sets, which is what we have at school, but
I've seen you carrying your little bag at school before. Like when you came out. I've seen people carrying them before.
oh, okay.
Like off the bus and
Yeah,
then
when
you take
people
them.
were coming off the bus, like when
Gotcha.
you were getting home.
Alright, now this
Because I
one.
didn't know what it was. I asked Mom, I was like, what are they carrying? I didn't think you had like your own set that you carried around with you like that.
So they were gonna get the red ones, but then like they were running a deal or something of like they had an excess of the green ones, which were better and higher quality, and they paid price for the red ones and got the green ones realistically for the door prize. Cool. There's also a chess book,
Two of them.
There were 2 books, and then there was the clocks that we use.
And they were the first 2 ones to go.
The first 2 books were gone, and then this never happened before. Typically, people just want the tactile stuff that you actually play the game with.
Good. Check that one, make sure that one's nice and tight. Don't want anything moving around. Alright, now down here. No, no. In an X. Always in an X. It's just better to get in the habit of doing it in an X. Now up here,
Always in an X, and always try to hold your screwdriver
as straight as
forward as
possible.
possible. Because if you go at it sideways, then it'll screw in sideways.
Perfect.
And you can strip it. So you always want to be mindful about your screwdriver going straight on. Always, not just computer, just anytime you do it. Alright, so now at this point I have to take the motherboard out so that this can run up behind it.
Alright, I'm gonna turn it towards you. And is it gonna come out here?
It's gonna come back in here.
Who farted again?
Where'd you look at me?
You
No,
can
that
scratch
egg fart, not me. Only the males of the Wiley persuasion have the egg
Saying women
farts.
can't fight, mama?
No, I'm
Sexist?
saying that not in this house. The women in this house don't have egg farts. Those are the men.
Whatever.
Both of
You
these?
rip ones all the
Yeah.
time.
I do, but they're not egg ones.
Okay, that's a good to computer building.
Me and Dad are the ones that have egg ones. Lane doesn't have egg ones.
Like this?
Yeah, somehow like that. So then I gotta see how I can get this back in there with that there like that, because I don't feel like that's gonna work at all. This is way too tall for it to be able to fit there.
Can you play it again? Because I'm not sure it went just like through. I think it like came up this way.
Alright, cool, our power supply's in, and we're gonna move back into our motherboard. So CPU power input's right here, and the clip
CPU power is up here. That's what that is.
is on the left side, it should clip in, make sure you plug it in all the way, and now I'm gonna put it on motherboard. So we wouldn't have been able to route
So,
it
like,
this way.
so
if the
connect it
motherboard
and
was
then put
screwed
it in.
prior.
So connected.
The small one. I don't feel like you went back far enough for me to know what's happening. Sorry.
This is the part that we're on. The part before this was the power cord. Something beforehand.
And it'd be facing down, and the 4 screws come with the power supply.
Okay. Just did that.
Alright, cool, our power supply's in, and we're gonna move back into our motherboard. So CPU power input's right here, and the clips are on the left side, it should clip in. Make
So that's
sure you
the
plug it in all
smalls.
the way, and
Okay. And then what happens?
Then you push everything back in and
now
it goes
I'm gonna
back to
put
that
it
big
on
hole.
motherboard. So we wouldn't
So
have
where
been
does
able to
this
route
big
it this
cord-
way if the motherboard was
So
screwed
it's like
prior,
this,
cause there just wouldn't have been enough space.
So I like
for the
this
cable to
top.
fit. So just like we do for this one right here.
But like there's this.
Okay, do it. Keep playing them because another one. That other piece is just gonna stay
do the
down
same
here.
for all the remaining motherboard standoffs. Alright, we're done. So our motherboard's secure. So when building a PC, you only have 2 sets of cable. Our case cables and our power supply cable. The power
So I don't feel like I figured out where this goes.
It.
Although I'm pretty sure it goes right here.
Don't plug that in there yet.
I don't believe there's any other place for it to go.
So what I need first is to put this here, right?
So, I don't know, I mean, he hasn't got this
Well,
though. I
this.
wish I knew where it was going eventually though, 'cause I want it to be in the right spot now so that I don't have to pull this thing off again.
Okay. But I think this is the only part that it's
Yeah.
gonna plug in, and then this part is gonna come up like this.
And go.
I think this part is gonna go.
Or is it gonna come
Yeah.
down here?
Right, yes.
But I'm not gonna be able to get up underneath unless,
Right, unless I plug it in
and then
push
this
it.
comes through.
But my big question is where does this dude go?
We haven't gotten there yet.
And that goes back behind there, like went through this hole. That's what he put it. You see like those wires coming out, like that's the.
supply cables are gonna power our different components in our PC. And the case cables serve to connect our case USB ports, as you can see right here, and also the microphone and the headphone jacks and a power button and a reset button. So all these things right here are gonna be connected to the motherboard by these cables right here. We're gonna go ahead and take care of these first. So this cable is the USB 3.0.
Yeah, I mean, that back one is just back behind there, it's not. I think these both come back here.
So stream my computer building for him. Yeah.
But this one is the one that needs to be able to come back around.
Alright, so.
You plug that, you plug it in.
The round top. The round part is facing me.
It's two separate, but really it's the same.
Do I need to set this down? Would that be better than me holding it up probably?
No, not necessarily. I just need. Does it go like this or like this?
I think that's it.
Yep, it's in.
Pretty tired of doing this part, so hopefully this is the last time we have to do this.
Yeah, I don't think you took it all anymore.
Cause then you're screwing in with this.
Do you need somebody to hold those wires for you? You need to come back further before you push up. Come on, back further, back further. Okay. You're good on this section, so once you get to where you need to be back there, you're good.
It's just not clipping in.
Because this thing is there. There you go. There it goes. Okay. Now we gotta screw that in. Which is these screws.
Let's see what he says.
And connect the USB ports from our case to the mother. Space for that cable to fit. So just like we do for this one right here, do the same for all the remaining motherboard standoffs. Alright, done. So our
Thanks,
motherboard.
bro. That was real helpful.
That was very non-helpful.
Are they these little ones or are they these?
Those were the ones that were on the bottom that hold this casing.
But they were also extras in here too.
That's what I'm saying, so I highly doubt
Where
that
do
they're
they
those.
So you think
because
there's these
those are
smaller
extras.
ones?
Yes.
Where did he say they screwed in?
That makes more sense. for
Where
this
the
one.
mounts are that you had?
Oh.
3, 6.
Well, that screw fit in there, so I think it's these.
Boom.
8.
Tyro's ready.
Yes. I have even more than that.
2,
He
3,
probably just extras of blues on
4, 5,
You should 6.
7, 8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
You did
need
6 the other one.
6 standoffs.
So you have one in your hand.
I've got 2 installed.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that leaves 4 extra.
Probably gonna do the remainder of them.
Sure.
I want you to feel left out.
I don't know where I'm screwing things in.
Like the big holes. And
So
you have buttons right over them.
Alright. See these?
Yeah.
I have to look over that thing. It's really just water.
Here. See how Dad put a screw
Where's
there?
that go? Where's that go? And then we'll basically
Sorry.
go. But look.
See See the circles with like the little silver? Those are the mounts.
You have not pressed the power button and turned it on
I
yet.
know. But you said it was gonna take 17 hours. And I think it's been 17 hours.
Did you hear about that? Oh, did you hear about that?
What did I hear about?
Your dad shitting his pants?
What did I hear?
I'm not taking y'all to Chili's, no.
Yeah, that must be the problem. Those shrimp
Ever
tacos were
since
good.
we
Okay,
left
so-
Chili's.
What did I hear? What did I hear?
Saturday.
What were you at?
The fart, that was
That
it.
was
That was
what
all
you
I was
said?
trying to say. So how many you got
I
in
thought you were
there?
actually gonna say something.
Acknowledge my funny joke or I'll cut you.
Wow.
I shouldn't do that on the internet, maybe.
Yeah, maybe not.
Or ever.
Just kidding, man. I don't really stab my kid. Fuck you, Taggart. I'll stab.
Wow.
What about stab lane?
Is that 6 that you have in now?
Yeah.
And so then you got one up here at the top, and then that one?
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna go grab a USB thumb drive while you guys are finishing up.
Why don't you grab your monitor while you're down there?
I'll help you with that.
That one's gonna be hard, huh? Is that why you left it for the end?
Nope.
Oh, you just did.
Yo. This is straight like it because there's kind of a case in there.
That's okay.
Oh, Tyler's not done. Whoa.
No one thought you were dumb. Why would you
There
say
have been
that?
4 different scenarios where someone has taken things from me and then done them for me, and I sat there.
It's okay.
I mean, it's not okay though, because it's a family project and Tyler's done nothing.
You just did more stuff.
I've opened boxes.
You just did this too, so don't be like that. And we're gonna
Okay.
keep working on it, okay?
Yep.
I know we're gonna have to take these pieces out. Are there little screws right there? Yeah. That number 2 and number 3 are gonna have to come out.
I have no idea what you just said.
Number 2 and number 3.
Like I see
This
what you said,
piece
but I
right
don't
here
understand
is
what
gonna
that
have to
is.
come
I
out.
don't understand.
Because if you look back here, there's slots here. That's where the video card is gonna come through. And so these slots here are gonna have to come out in order for the video card to slide on through.
I'm gonna pretend like I understood that. I mean, I understand
The
what
the
what
video
needs to
card-
be
well, the video
removed, but I
card's
don't
gonna have to
understand
go,
what those things
But
do
the
or what they
video
mean.
card is gonna come through here, because then there's gonna be a cord that's gonna connect the video card to the monitor, so that the graphics card will show things on the monitor. So these 2 pieces come out because that video card comes in, snaps into this right here. See this piece right here? The video card's gonna snap into that.
Oh, that was the thing the dude was showing. That
Yeah,
was
so
like-
they're gonna
it
look.
was
It's gonna
better
look
than
similar
whatever
to
they
this,
were.
but it's gonna snap in like that, and then it's gonna stick through here, and then there's gonna be an HDMI cable or a VGA cable, probably an HDMI cable that'll stick into the graphics card, go up into the monitor, so that it sends out the info.
Yup. Exactly.
What I just said was very basic, and you understood what I
I
said.
didn't understand a good portion of it.
What didn't you understand about what I said?
I don't understand.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
It sounds like something's wrong for sure.
We were talking about how TikTok was
All
saying,
sorts of confusion.
well, it's all confusing.
I can't believe that this was purchased incorrectly-ish. Will that fit in our spice cabinet?
I don't know, maybe. Why are we worried about that right now?
We were talking about how Tim Cook was like, Just got an email.
We'll do a how to YouTube video on installing this
Oh my
next.
Jesus.
Put it in there, that's it, that's your whole video, it's a 5-second video of you placing that in a cabinet.
Yeah, that'll get millions of views.
For sure.
It will on YouTube.
Alright,
No, it will not.
the motherboard is secure.
Okay.
Yes.
What do I do? Do I not bring up the thumb drive?
No, you did not. It's still in the USB.
That's why you came down, that's why you went down there, wasn't it?
Dad was,
I added on the monitor.
Dad was like, Tim Cook just got an email. Oh no, Apple used to switch from Windows. I was like, quick, hit him with the deal on iTunes. He was like, yeah, download a free U2 album on iTunes. He was all saying that, like, because we unplugged the Mac from the monitor. He was like, actually, what is it? What are you doing? to
What are you
me?"
doing? Are you leaving? Why are you leaving? Wait, come back. Come back.
Oh, that's Steve Jobs' replacement, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy that fucking ruined that.
You know,
That
we got a fucking ruined
No,
apple
it's exactly,
according
I just know
to
people's
Dad.
names.
According to Dad.
I just
I mean,
connected the
that
dots.
is for sure the case.
I just connected the dots. I didn't know that he was the president of Apple. I
Are
just
we ready to
connected
move on?
Yeah, I'm kind of jumping ahead here, just trying to get this thing working while we're doing the
so we
rest.
can see if it actually did work.
Because I'm gonna need this to install Windows. And hopefully the file I downloaded is one that works.
Dad told me that he has a virus USB. Killed his computer at the FBI had to show him.
Wait, for real? That's pretty cool.
And those are like I saw a video of this guy.
The coolest thing I have in the world that's downloaded that is the most illegal.
You know you're streaming right now, right?
Honestly, yeah, never mind. You're right. Because what I was about to say was
Nope.
what I'm supposed to have is
FBI
what
open
I
up.
have is very not supposed to have. It showed up on what CD one day.
Okay, can we stop, please? Thank you.
Or we could pause the stream and you could tell me.
They'll tell you later.
Yeah.
No, he can't tell you later. Everything's listening.
I mean, that's the case.
The whole
but if
house
that-
is
But
listening.
if that's the case, then the world wins and you just can't speak. So you gotta say something at some point.
Alexa, can the FBI be here when I'm saying nope? Go right ahead.
You heard it.
Go right ahead. It's like a
It's no
40
longer Alexa's voice, like,
I don't
Yes,
exactly
hello.
know what I'm
Go
supposed to
ahead.
do yet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
go
to
ahead.
figure out how to actually do that. So
Dad,
that's when I'll make it to where we have like a pause in between finishing.
We'll have
this
everything
and-
together, but not be able to boot it.
Yes.
Okay.
Although we will be able to boot into the BIOS, so we will be able to install Windows, but we'll be able to boot into the BIOS without.
So it'll tell us that we hooked everything up correctly.
Correct. If that works, then
Then it's
That's
just a
the
matter
main
of getting
thing.
Windows to work.
correct.
Okay, so what's next?
Pulling it up now.
Secure. So when building a PC, we only have two sets of cables. Our case cable and our power supply cable. The power supply cables are gonna power our different components in our PC. And the case cables serve to connect our case USB ports, as you can see right here, and also the microphone and the headphone jacks and a power button and a reset button. So all these things right here are gonna be connected to the motherboard by these cables.
So just a heads up, and it seems like based upon like these little pins and shit, Kyle said this is hands down the worst part. Is getting these cords to connect to the front
Okay.
cords to connect to
okay.
the motherboard, because that was, at least it was when they built Rob's,
Okay.
that was the worst part. So just a heads up.
Big bad
Right
on
here.
you.
We're gonna go ahead and take care of these first. So these cables, the USB 3.0 cable, let's check it.
Okay, let's start
I
there.
got
There we
USB.
go, USB 3.0.
3.0, there should be a thing that
I'm
says,
good at this. I wanna do this.
good, do it then.
So if you look there, the bottom right of his board is these
Yeah, it says USB. I think.
four things there.
Can we maybe closer to me? I feel like it's.
Can we lay it
farther
down?
away.
You can.
I prefer to have it like this.
Oh.
It seems like
And
more
then
right on,
it's
easier
that.
view.
It's the one to the left of that.
I don't see what the guy.
Right here, this dude.
Is that what it says?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's all it's gonna fit into anyway, so. It might be upside down. Well, look, here's how you tell, look, okay?
Oh yeah, I see.
You see the little
I was
options in
right.
there?
Yeah.
You just gotta make sure it all lines up.
Laying it straight is always the main thing, and it always needs a little bit more force than you feel like you should give it.
Yeah,
at first,
yeah.
'cause you always wanna be so gentle, which is
I'm
of
just a
course
person,
understandable.
Especially when you're working with.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So all of those are gonna go over these
Yeah.
pins.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can tell by the video that he shows where
Yeah, he
each one of
tells you
those go.
specifically. He says this one goes on the bottom to the far
It's
left.
hard to see.
I mean, if
It's gonna
anything,
connect your
stop casting
camera
it,
case
right
to the
down.
motherboard. Now this next one is gonna connect our headphone jack and our.
Does it say headphone jack or does it say?
This is the one. There's it says USB.
USB.
Microphone jack of the case to the motherboard. It's the HD audio cable. So as you guys can see, it's gonna hook into there just like that. Okay.
HD audio.
Got it.
Got it.
And that's going back here above the power supply.
Where's the? Oh, this. Can we maybe not cast it for a little bit and put it like right here, like where I can see it better?
Where's your phone?
Right here.
Give me your phone so I can just pull it up and have that there also.
Yeah, but if you just do it right there, right now, he has it.
But I want to pull it up separately so that I also have access to my phone.
This is also VR ready. Hashtag Cardi Radio plays VR. Yeah, you went crazy for it.
God, we're only 6 minutes into the video. Okay.
Move your hand.
Gotta make it go straight.
Was it supposed to click?
It slides all those pins go all the way in it.
Oh, there we go. That's fine.
So,
You're behind the thing.
USB.
scan the QR code to get detailed pin definitions. So if we need that, that's there.
You've been streaming for 93 minutes and 30 seconds.
And I'm there looking at your butt.
About 15 minutes we were looking at your butt.
It's my YouTube channel, that makes sense.
It's actually technically all of you.
Could you guys still plug in for a couple seconds?
That's one of the coolest pictures I've ever taken of my entire
Oh,
life.
fuck.
You guys gotta stop talking. He's trying to hear what he's saying and see.
Look at it.
Delicious ass.
So it's 2 pins at the bottom. Power LED one. Power LED.
There's two. Oh, but
There's
there's two
the
things. Okay. Directly above it, or?
Am I like helping or no?
No, not really.
Is that little flash, the LED light, the little black one in there?
No, it's
Cause that one puts out, that's hardly putting out any light at all. A little black flashlight.
It's not in there.
It's probably camping stuff.
Your light is a little distracting.
Does the phone light help better?
No.
That's nice to see the whole thing.
Okay.
Looks like it's broken piece.
Everything's all on top of each other, everything's connected, it's stupid. Just go.
Maybe do the one to the left and then do the one to the right
I can't really,
instead of
I
doing
mean,
that.
I can't really sort of, yeah. I have big hands, so that is not helpful.
We don't need more USBs.
Do you want a pair of tweezers?
Yes. That'd be-
Excuse me.
Ask what kind of photograph display we got. Did you approve of what we got?
He's a super.
Who's gonna reply and be like, oh, that thing was trash.
Trash.
Like, at the moment, he doesn't have a PC, so he broke his PC, so
He's an idiot.
hasn't told me how. He just said, I broke my PC, and hasn't said anything else.
Yeah, that's all.
I would guess he punched it or something. That's what it was, it's like cracked. He got mad, punched it.
Tell you right now, you
I
don't
know, I'm not gonna punch or kick the PC. Not that, it's not my PC. It's different because he was like, because it's his PC, and he knows his boundaries. And
Obviously
look,
not.
you would literally kill me if I were to kick or punch this thing.
Did you get it?
You got that one. You got a couple more to go.
Kicking this one, I love that you're doing this part.
That's what I enjoy doing.
You got it. You just gotta make sure that they're on the right pins and so adjust. Put it up one too high.
What are the two USB ports and one says 2.0?
It's a different type of USB. There's USB 2.0 and the newest one is USB 3.0.
And then that one should go right next to the other ones, right?
Faster data transfer. 2.0 is still kind of the standard, but 3.0, like for example with an Xbox or a PlayStation external hard drive, it has to be a 3.0 hard drive because it has to be able to read and write that fast. So for, if you're plugging in, something more basic or whatever, thumb drive or something can easily go into 2. But if you're using your webcam or something, and your webcam is 3.0, then it should go in there.
Actually, USB's back here, right?
There's another,
Yeah.
there's a thing somewhere else.
What?
What, this?
There's supposed to be a thing with
There's a
arrows.
one? Yes. So that.
You can come back through. We just
Yeah.
actually
Wait.
pull it back through
Yeah.
The bottom.
down here.
No, he's putting it through where I'm at.
Right here, it just goes right here.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know where your arrows are or anything, cause your hand's in the way, and that's obnoxious.
It only goes a certain way though. look at how the rounded pieces are, and the clip goes right here. See how it clips onto this? That's this clip.
So it's gonna go on this way?
Correct. And I'm gonna, hold on, I'm gonna hold the motherboard, cause he just said it's not connected hard to anything, that way you can, Lane, can you hold the light? I think Tyler's idea of doing it that way with the light is been better than any of our others.
I'm sure.
Turn it around.
It's showing light actually.
It's it's putting light into the,
Tyler's smart guy.
you are smart.
Yeah, so he wants. Look at all these wires we still have.
Okay, I'm holding here,
Let's
push
just
until it clicks.
power. That's here. I'm gonna shatter everything. Yeah, and then that goes into outlet.
There you go, we're in. Nope, the bottom part is not. And now push the top part. See how your top part's still sticking out a little bit? It needs to pull it out, cause see how it's stuck on this piece? See your arrows and how they're pull the top part out. You see how it's like stuck on top of the other one?
I mean, is that another one?
No, look at it. It's alright. I think you have to pull the top part out. Just the top,
I'm
just
just
the
gonna pull
top.
all of it out, cause I don't understand, so. Remember like 5 minutes in when I was told this thing was really flimsy, and then I was also told at the exact same time to push everything really,
Just
really
this,
hard?
just pull this part out,
I
just
can't
this
though,
top
like,
piece.
I'm trying to explain that. Oh.
Yeah, you can. It just needed to be lined up again.
Nobody ever said this was really, really hard.
Well, everyone is all, well, that's what you have to do though, with these wires. That is as far in as I can make it.
I'm holding I'm holding the back of the motherboard. What I'm trying to do is to keep it from bending.
That's in all the way.
It's not though, it's hooked onto the side and the arrows are not lined up. Like come back here, you can see what I'm talking
I mean,
about.
I can see what you're talking about, but I don't know how to fix that.
Because when you pull out that top part again, okay. Okay, you can't come at it that way. You gotta go at it.
Coming at it completely straight.
I think you need to put the top part in first and then the bottom. Hold on. Remember it's clipped. Remember there's this little clip here?
That's what I was going to grab.
Okay, so unclip it and pull out the bottom piece.
I tried to do that earlier.
It's coming. You just gotta just shimmy it a little instead of, there you go. Now I think you need to put the top piece in first. You see how there's like that little groove?
Why in the frig is it? Aha, wait.
It snaps together in some way or something? Yes?
Kind of, yeah, but then it just pops right back out.
That's why I'm saying I think you need
Is there any
to put the,
pointer that the guy gave on the video that would be helpful to what you're
No,
doing?
he said just plug it in. It's as easy as that.
Like you said, for everything to just in the way.
okay.
That's in all the way.
Oh.
And now it's not in
It's
all the way
okay.
because this
You
is
just-
farther back. The big piece has to go in first. Because now this is too far back to do anything. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, now put the other one in before you snap it all together. And hook it so that that piece is behind it. Do you see what I mean? That little lip piece.
There's not enough wire to do that. Do you see what I mean? This is as far as I can pull it.
I think it needs to go in front. I think that's the problem. I think
don't understand what you're saying.
this part, so that they line up, the arrows line up.
But you can't do that because there's not enough wire on the left. You see what I'm saying? Like how you're
No,
trying
look.
to push it?
It needs to go on top of that piece. See how it sits on top? and now the arrows are connected. This piece was underneath of
I know,
here.
but then you're gonna let go and you're gonna try and plug it in.
That's in. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That little piece just needed to be on the other side of it.
Watch out for this cord.
All right, so that power supply is connected there now.
Watch out, guys. Whoa. Excitement. So we
Keep in
don't
mind the
lose
case
heavy.
is still to go on there so you can pull this thin and the case will cover up the wires.
All right, now what?
Let's see.
I can't. Oh, here we go. I couldn't connect a second ago.
On to our next cable. This is also a USB cable. It's just labeled USB. We're gonna be
So
hooking
you've
into
got
this middle
all
one. So
these
with
done
the
at this
USB
point.
text facing up is how it's gonna go in. All these final cables are all gonna be labeled. We're gonna be hooking it into these pins of our motherboard.
Did
First,
you do
we're gonna
all
be
of
working
these?
with the HDD LED one. We're gonna be hooking up this one on the very bottom. So now on top of that one, we're gonna hook in the power LED ones. So we connect them right on top. So there goes one. Now the other. So now on the very bottom, you're gonna put.
Part of the
blue
problem
sensors
is he
right
edits.
next to the bottom
You
of
can
the
tell when
LED.
it's choppy because he takes forever to do it, so then it makes you mad when he sees that he does it so easily, but he doesn't do it
Yours
that easily.
facing up or down?
Yes, they're facing up.
His look like they're facing down.
Are you serious? I'm not redoing this.
The USB one looks like it's facing up.
Everything else was told to face up and that thing popped out, of course it
It's
did.
okay. Relax.
Deep breath, Tom. Everything's fine, right?
Why would everything else face up and then this face upside down?
I don't know that it matters.
I would say it probably definitely matters.
Whether they face up or down. I mean, they're just
Yeah.
pins going into a.
You can't even see the names though because his thumb's in the way.
But they're definitely the other direction.
So this is the other cable that is already.
But they're just pins that just connect into each other. It's like a hole over the top. I don't
It's
think
really
that
just a square.
matters.
It's there's no upside down to it.
I mean, it might.
And if it does, we take off the case and then I flip all these later.
Yeah. That,
Or would it be easier to just flip them now so
But
that
if we
you know
flip them
you
now, that could also be wrong. So I say we stick with what it is right now, and if we fix it, we fix it later, not right now.
Yeah.
Because we put it upside down now, that could be
Okay, so right
wrong,
here
and
we
then
have
we
a
fix
clip.
it
You wanna
again.
make sure that clip clips back here and just go ahead and line it up. There's not much support right here for the motherboard, so I'm gonna be putting a finger behind it so we don't bend our motherboard, and then we're just gonna push down. So as you can see it clipped in, and that's how we want it. So yeah, we hooked in all our case cables already, and we already moved into our power supply cables, and we already eliminated 2 of them from the bunch. As far as these other power cables, as our SSD and our hard drive are gonna be powered by this SATA cable, and then this one is gonna power our graphics card. So the power supply power cable is gonna be labeled VGA, and this end is gonna hook up into our power supply where it's labeled VGA. And now our SATA cable, I'm just gonna plug it into SATA 2. Alright guys, so now we're gonna be moving on to our drive.
Really much here.
VGA.
That's SATA. That one.
But all these are SATA.
Yeah, but one
We
of
should
them.
have two
This is
Is he saying
SATA.
VGA or
Yes.
VG8?
VGA.
Oh,
This
well, I was
one.
looking for an 8.
Okay, so one's gonna go into where it
I
says
need you to
VGA.
rewind that because I didn't.
It just says one goes into where it says VGA here.
Can you move behind, please? More of this.
What is that guy?
Hard drive.
This thing loves power. Hello?
You need to move your hand on with this.
I'm
No,
holding
she's
the
holding
cords
something
up.
lower.
That's why I'm holding my hand.
It's upside down.
That happens. Everything only goes one way, so you just need to look for your little piece that snaps in.
almost died. That done?
So is there one VGA and two SATAs?
He said that everything was labeled SATA, which is why it was partially confusing. Do you remember that?
Is that in all the way, Tyler?
No, it's not. I don't know how to make it all the way in. The crap is.
Stop wiggling it, just push it in. If you keep wiggling it, it's keeping it loose.
Trying to wiggle it in.
Are we sure that's the part that's supposed to go in there?
Yeah, it might not be
This stopper is made so I can't go in all the way.
Yeah, I think I'm
I
gonna
can't see it. Can I just see
I
this?
can't see either. So.
So for our SSD, we paid $30 for this guy. We're gonna be installing.
That's
the-
great. We're not there yet.
I'm just. Power supply, power cables. But as far as these other power cables, as our SSD and our hard drive are gonna be powered by this SATA cable, and then this one is gonna power.
Our hard drive and our SSD is going to be powered by a SATA cable
And he said it was labeled VGA, right?
for the video card.
Our graphics card. So the power supply power cable is gonna be labeled VGA, and this end is gonna hook up into our power supply where it's labeled VGA. And this one is.
I understand what he's saying, but at the same time,
So
I
the
don't.
power supply power.
Can I see what we got going on over here?
So I
It's
need
this
to.
cord.
So is it it's this end, and then these two are gonna go into the different pieces, right?
What we got going on over here?
That
How in the-
because it was
you
the
did
wrong
this-
side. You
Oh.
did this side, and it was this side that needs to
How
go
do you know the
in.
difference?
I just looked at the two of them, and you can just see that they're a little bit different on the one side than the
Which
other.
one is that? Is that the VGA?
This is
cable?
the VGA that just went into the VGA.
Okay. Okay. And then is that gonna come back through the back here? I would guess.
I don't know. Where does it say it goes to? I've got two pieces.
Power cable's gonna be labeled V. As far as these other power cables, as our SSD and our hard drive are gonna be powered by this SATA cable. And
Those
then
are SATA.
This one is gonna power our graphics card. So the power supply power cable is gonna be labeled VGA, and this end is gonna hook up into our power supply where it's labeled VGA.
Okay.
And now our SATA cable, I'm just gonna plug it into SATA 2.
Okay. So grab the SATA cable.
Now
That's
we're gonna
this
be-
one. And the SATA cable is gonna go into. He said he put it in SATA 2. Okay. Those two are in.
Ta-da.
So there's 3 in there all day.
No, there's two in.
Yeah.
There's one in the VGA, one in the SATA.
Okay. And
SATA
the
one.
has
SATA has
two
the
things
two
coming off
SATA
of it,
ends.
one
It's
for
gonna be
each hard
one for the hard drive, one for the. It's actually got three things coming off of it, but
Good stuff.
I
Moving
thought
on to our
that
drive. So
I
for
thought these
our
were for the
SSD, we paid
fans.
$30 for this guy. We're gonna be installing the Windows 10 operating system onto here and any program. As far as where we're gonna be installing our games, that's gonna be on our 1 terabyte hard drive. We paid $40 for this guy. So the reason we're installing Windows 10 on our SSD is because SSDs are a lot faster than hard drives. That means if Windows 10 is on here, your computer's gonna just boot up quicker because
That's
it loves
right.
everything faster. Our hard
It
drive is
does.
gonna go in here and our SSD is gonna go on top. So if we wanna make the installation process of the drive more easier on ourselves, the cage could actually come off.
that's this piece.
The bottom.
So we're taking that off.
The bottom part.
Off of this piece is gonna come out.
Where am I plugging this in at?
You're not plugging
So-
it in anything yet. That's what we're saying. This is the
I
next
forgot
part.
that was there. So this is gonna go into here, and there's probably a mount to hold it in there, some screws to hold it in once we take it out of there. And you said the solid state is gonna go on
the
top. So that's gonna sit up there.
But these screws right here will take that cage off. Thing, go.
Alright. Whatever.
These
four
four
screws.
screws are gonna take the cage
I
off.
have this CP stuff. Watch the board. Do I have to do X with unscrewing?
You don't have to, but it's always just a good. It's always just a good idea to just go in that direction, just because it keeps you thinking. Okay, so that means that there's something in the jug. Because that's the second cup of water that's been poured in the last 24 hours.
Or all
That
four of us like to put it in
something
the-
black was in the thing. Alright, so then try again with it if that's.
That's the wrong way screw. Should it come up this way?
You gotta keep a little bit of pressure when you're using a screwdriver.
Can we move this? Because I just got hit by that multiple times. And it hurt.
This is gonna have to, these screws right here have to come out too. Hello? These screws right here need to come out too. That's good. We have to use the push, you have to push down on that screwdriver in order to get it. Holding like this with fingers doesn't help. You need to be able to.
Well, it's working. It was working for all the 5 other screws.
You've already
I've poured it about 150
I've
times.
started 150 times.
So I'll keep 2 little piles here, one of 4 screws and one of 2 screws. So we know exactly where those go back in.
Yep, definitely came down.
There's the cage.
Brian Cage, who we met.
What do you need?
Oh, I feel like this jug full is putting a lot of weight on that shelf. Kind of bent.
Yeah, you're gonna want the SSD to. So if we wanna make the installation process of the drive more easier on ourselves, the cage could actually come off. So yeah, you're gonna want the SSD to clip into these little holes.
You know what? I just thought of something. I'll worry about it later.
You should probably just say it now.
Okay, give me the SSD.
Got this.
Taggart had a great idea the other day that I should take the RAM out of my old computer and put it in here because it's probably the same DDR.
Probably is not the best.
I'm 99.9% sure that it's DDR3, the same type of RAM.
What make it so it has more
Okay,
storage?
so this
or
is
what?
in. Does it screw? Are we using screws?
Are there screws?
I don't know.
How does that work?
I had a bajillion black screws.
Like that. But on the other side, we're actually gonna be screwing it in. Now our hard drive.
Oh, it's 2 screws right here.
Those screws came out of here though. Was there anything in
There's a
the?
bag of screws.
What to this one with the motherboard?
Yes. But there were extra of the ones that we used for this.
Can we do this?
I like to do more of the
what's the semi-final?
I mean, I
stretch?
guess. It holds
Yeah,
it.
that's good enough.
Is that, you just want to do the one? Or do you want to do another one?
He didn't.
I don't think that's going anywhere.
Okay.
I think it's
I say we still do a second one,
No.
because if that isn't
This
the right
one-
screw anyway.
That one goes underneath, right? That one has to screw in, because it's going to slide in to this piece right here.
probably also end up pulling out the hard drive that's in that PC down there.
Well, you're gonna
Put it
have
in
to,
there
because
also.
that's where all of your stuff for your ROMs and mods and all that stuff is on that hard drive.
Including the stuff for the Switch.
I'll probably just start over again with all of that stuff. But, I mean, that's got another terabyte or two in it that'll just add to my amount of storage. And I've probably got about 20 of these in a box downstairs, actually.
I don't want to talk about that.
All the ones that shit out on me that I couldn't throw away.
More comfortable.
Sensitive information on them.
Oh, okay.
I want them to end up in a dump somewhere.
And I wanna,
You ever taken, well, I know the answer to that, but I was gonna say, you ever taken apart a hard drive? It's really cool looking on the inside. Maybe I'll find one of my ones that shit out on me one day and we'll open it up so you can see what the inside of it looks like.
We've opened up the computer.
Hmm.
We've opened up the computer.
I mean, open up the hard drive.
I know. I was just saying. We have opened up the computer.
yes,
Me
but
and
that
you
was
did
talking
that.
directly towards me, and you guys to open up a computer before, that doesn't relate to me seeing the inside of anything.
Lucas still hasn't responded to me. I need to ask him how he built his computer.
He rage quit on Fortnite, there you go, there's your answer.
Oh my god, stop auto collecting the OC.
Is that how I need it to be, or do I need to go in further? Is it in far enough? Because it's going to reconnect.
I don't remember how that thing came out.
Like that, yeah.
This. But over here, right, Lane? It was like there is where your two screws were.
Yeah. 2 screws.
So it can stay here then, right?
Hold on, let me put one more screw in that.
I know, but it can stay where it is. Everything is in there okay if I leave it there, right? That was my question was,
It's coming out the other side, but you've got that extra space on the
right,
other
that's
side
why
there.
I'm
So
saying.
I think you
Or
should
do
be
I
good.
need it to come in more? But I feel like it's okay.
Okay, so you need another little screw just for the other side of that hard drive.
Yeah.
And this
You've been doing
enclosure
it
will
for
hold one more of these, it looks like.
It appears that way.
And the cabling allows for one more as well, right?
Yeah.
Because there's 3 all
I
day.
believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're happy with how this is?
I think so.
So I
I'm
can,
gonna hit play on the video, because I think that's where we were.
alright, hold on now.
So yeah, you're gonna want the SSD to clip into these little holes like that. But on the other side, we're actually gonna be screwing it in. Now our hard drive, I'm gonna be putting it on the top slot. Okay, so we'll finish hooking this up in a bit. Right now, I'm gonna be installing fans. Now this is
We don't need
totally
that.
Okay,
optional.
so we can
You don't have
fast
to
forward
install
through the
these.
fans, 'cause we
Look
didn't do
better.
fans.
These are 120mm fans. They come with their own screws. You can see they look pretty clean. I'm gonna wanna remove this sticker. I'm just
No,
gonna
you're
figure out
not,
how
'cause
I
then
have
you're
it
just
there.
gonna-
No, hold on, I'm gonna watch this again, it's
Wait,
funny.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna wanna turn this to ignite. Alright, our flame is now on. And just try not to burn yourself. Now on the bright side, the sticker came off very easily, but we burned our fan. And we're gonna put it in this way. Make sure
Just the
black
tone of his
side-
voice
We
was
literally
such
burned our
defeat.
fan. Okay,
I'm
moving
gonna be
on.
routing the cable
I
up
might
here.
order some fans
Here it is.
for it.
I'm just gonna pull it through. Since you remove this front cover, it is gonna require a bit of force. Don't worry, don't be afraid of breaking it. And we're gonna go ahead and secure our final two fans. Alright, cool, our fans are secure, we can go ahead and put our lid back on, but remember what I said is that we were gonna change this to the white colorway? So yeah, you just pull these ends over and then push them in like that. Alright guys, so now we're gonna be hooking up our fans to our motherboard, and that's where our fan splitters come into play. So they pretty much,
Everything that he says about the splitter part is not gonna matter. Because we only have one fan that we're hooking up, which is right here, which is this cable. So wherever this thing ends up getting plugged into,
Is where that
it's
one
just
needs
this
to go.
one is
Okay.
gonna be. I am gonna order some extra fans. I should just order them from the beginning.
allows to hook up more than one fan into just a single fan header, so this splits it into two. So I'm gonna hook up a fan splitter up here, chassis span 2. Alright, so guys, I'm gonna be hooking up our other fan splitter to
Chassis
the other
fan
splitter.
2.
So now,
There's chassis fan 1
Where do you see that? Oh yeah, I see.
right there.
Okay.
Which one are you plugging into? One or
Okay,
two?
I can't see when you say right here and then throw the phone in my face.
But where I'm playing, like,
It's right next to, see the
Fan
CPU
2.
fan?
yeah.
And then
fan 2.
that is where it needs to go. Chassis fan 2. That's where he's saying.
I'm only going to one of them, only plugging in one.
as you can see, we can
Well,
hook
one's
up a
already
total of
taken.
3 fans.
No, it's not.
Fan splitter up here, chassis span 2. Alright, so that was plain guys. I'm gonna be hooking up our other fan splitter to the other fan splitter. So now as you can see, we can hook up a total of 3 fans, which is exactly what we're working with. So I'm gonna just hook up one right here.
So that one just goes into chassis fan 2.
And our final one.
Okay, well this has
is
3
right here.
prongs and the fan thing has 4. Does that
Alright
matter?
guys, so now we're gonna finish hooking up our drives to our motherboard. But first we're gonna need power. So this is
Good?
Was
Okay.
that correct that it was 3 and 4? I missed that part.
Is there just one piece that's sticking out?
Yeah, but there was also one prong.
Okay,
There's
hold on,
this-
what do we do with the cable in here? Is it just running from here? Yeah, that's not, it should come out and back in.
Do what now?
Cause he don't have his just running across like this. His runs.
He also has a splitter that has 2 other fans attached to it. We're going from point A to point B, not point A to point B to point C to point D.
That's great, but I'm telling you that I don't want the cable to just run across that way.
Okay, well I don't see another solution because the cord is just long enough
Not
to do
long
that.
enough to
I
do
mean,
this.
it's just this.
That's all you have. I already took off the zip tie.
Okay. Alright, well then that'll just be temporary, cause I'm gonna order that extra shit anyway.
I mean, it just goes
Yeah,
across, babe. There's
I
nothing,
understand.
you can't change that, I feel like.
Okay, I'll change that by buying those extra parts that I should have bought to begin with. But you're telling me that that's a 4-prong
Yeah,
thing that a
this thing
3
down
thing
here-
goes into? That,
this
'cause
thing
that
down
just doesn't
here.
seem right
But
to me.
also,
This thing down here also has 4 prongs and only has 3.
so yeah, where he told me to do on the far left, directly connected to this, there's only 3 holes, but there's an extra prong.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also stuff on top of here that we never got asked to do anything with anyways. So there's probably extra components that you can do that you add on, which is where those are plugged in at.
I mean, that's where it goes. It's quite obvious that's where it goes. There's just that one piece on the side over there.
Come on, boys. Final stretch. Come on. Kind of.
hooking up our other fan splitter, single fan header, so this splits it into 2. So I'm gonna hook up a fan splitter up here, chassis span 2. Alright, so that was plain guys. I'm gonna be hooking up our other fan splitter to the other fan splitter. So now as you can see, we can hook up a total of 3 fans, which is exactly what we're working with. So I'm gonna just hook up one right here, one right here, and our final one is right here. Alright guys, so now we're gonna finish hooking up our drives to our motherboard. First, they're gonna need power. So this is where our SATA power cable is gonna come into play. So we're
Hold on,
gonna
hold on.
hook
Can I sit
up one of
back in the
these
chair?
to
I
our
like this
SSD.
part. I like when I know, Tyler, but you did a lot of the hooking up stuff too, and Lane can also do some hooking up as well.
SATA.
They're
We're not done
already
yet.
hooked
We've-
up into
we've
the
still
power
got shit to
supply.
hook up.
Okay.
I
So
just want everybody to get equal time being able to do everything.
this is
Right here, so it plugs in,
SATA.
what?
hooking up
That's
our
what this
drives
is.
to our motherboard.
Do you wanna just watch
ahead,
through real
sorry.
quick?
First, we're gonna need power. So this is where our SATA power cable is gonna come into play. So we're gonna wanna hook up one of the ends to our SSD. That goes right here. So it plugs in only one way, just like that. And we're gonna be doing the same thing for our hard drive, just like that. So now that both of our drives are powered, we now need to connect them to them.
So it's gonna go here, and then there's another one back here for the other. So the far one goes into that one.
Is it two different sides?
They are. But it's okay because of the way they're set up. It only goes in one way, he said.
Is that the right cord?
Yes.
That's not going in.
Okay, then turn it over.
Right. Yeah.
Look at it. Look at where it's going in. Look at this. And look at it compared to where you're going with it.
And push really hard.
Line everything up.
It's not going in. I'm gonna break it if I keep
You're not
trying to
gonna
do
break
that.
it. Can you excuse me for a second? It's in. You
literally
just took it out. You had it
It
in.
wasn't in all the way. Wait, I got it.
Okay. So then one of these bottom
Plug
ones.
on it a little bit if the prongs are in all the way. It won't come out. Okay.
So then
Am I able to sit this down?
yeah. Then one of these goes in back here.
Excuse me, I need to grab these two screws before they.
Flip it the other way. Because now you're twisted. See how it's all twisted?
Hold on, can I see something real quick before you do that? You didn't do anything wrong. I'm just trying to see.
Can you turn the video back on?
I won't be able to utilize all three of these because of this being sideways.
But that's the only way it goes.
Okay.
It has to go in that way.
Are you saying that doesn't work?
It doesn't reach, is what
That
does.
second one doesn't. You have to use that third one. But if they were all facing the back, then it wouldn't be a problem.
But they can't
I'm
all
thinking
face
like
the
I'm
back.
going to put a different hard drive in there, like
Here, put
soon,
that back in there
so-
together.
I don't know what to do about that. I'll have to just
Maybe if it's the bottom one. See, like if you look at it now, the way it's set up. I don't know.
no way. I'm not sure if that is that one that he just put in all the way.
I think I pulled it back out when I was. Okay, so then this needs to go back in.
Hold on, it needs other wires too.
Is right here. So it plugs in only one way, just like that. And we're gonna be doing the same thing for our hard drive, just like that. So now that both of our drives are powered, we now need to connect them to the motherboard.
See, that second one wasn't even used. That second one was not used.
Right, but it can be, and I want it to be.
Are you putting a 1 terabyte in it?
So maybe another one.
But we don't need that at the moment, do we?
Not at the moment, but it just means I'm gonna have to redo that later.
Well, that just means you need to buy an
I don't know that it's gonna be a
adapter.
redo. It's gonna have to be. You're gonna have to
I'm
make it
just gonna have to figure out how
a
to.
different cord.
Just get an
I
adapter.
just need to figure out how to move this way. Is all I need to do.
You can't do that.
It makes more sense to do it that way though, because then doesn't it fit this shape? Ish.
I mean, unscrew it and see if you can turn it. If that's what you're trying to do.
It's fine.
But what does it screw into then?
No.
There's nothing for it to screw into like that. But I mean, it doesn't have to be screwed in. If I just had like a little sticky tape on the bottom to just leave it sit there is all it needs to do.
And if it does that, can you do what you're trying to do with it?
That's not the cord. That second one is not the cord.
Hmm?
That second one's not what that gets plugged into. That third one is what plugged
But
into.
it's all the same. They're all, it's just splits of SATA. That's it.
Does this go? Yes. And then that will fit there, and then that will fit there.
Really, and all the way
That's
here.
how I want it.
Okay.
'Cause I
So,
want to have access to that third.
if I
thing.
do it that way, this goes like this. Is that screw gonna go there to put that screw back in?
I don't understand what that meant. What you meant by that?
There's a screw that goes right here.
Will that screw still fit in? You
That's
mean?
what I'm asking.
Yeah, I think so. And worst case, I mean, I can just move this here for a second to screw that in, and then just set the hard drive on there, and that'll be
And it'll
fine.
just sit on that
Yeah.
screw.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is this connecting in another way as well? Yes. Gotta hook up to the motherboard.
So what do we have to do with this?
So I mean, if we just have like.
I don't think it needs anything because I think gravity's gonna keep it there because it's gonna be sitting up.
I'm just gonna put a little piece of tape in between.
Here's a good idea. We have been doing this for 2 hours and 19 minutes. I feel like we don't have a lot more to do.
Hand it to me. I'll do it. I get that tape off all the time.
I feel like we don't have a lot more to do, right?
My fault with it the other day.
Because that's just the power cord. This is, I don't know. This is, I don't know.
That I think those are the ones that connect those things to motherboard.
Okay. But then that other one over there is just a power cord.
2 SATA cables right here.
Yeah.
This is what these both connect from hard drive to motherboard.
Okay. Well,
So we'll
get the video going to figure out where things go. Because all I'm gonna do is once we get those cords connected, I'm gonna attach it to there.
So I'm gonna just hook up one right here, one right there, and our final one is right here. Alright guys, so now we're gonna finish hooking up our drives to our motherboard. But first we're gonna need power. So this is where our SATA power cable is gonna come into play. So we're gonna wanna hook up one of the ends to our SSD. That goes right here. So it plugs in only one way, just like that. And we're gonna be doing the same thing for our hard drive, just like that. So now that both of our drives are powered, we now need to connect them to the motherboard so they can actually read and write data. And that is where our SATA cables come into play. And I know
What?
it could be confusing,
Which
but
one's
it's
that?
called SATA. So we're gonna go ahead and hook up our SATA cables to our motherboard. One's gonna hook up right here, and then we're gonna hook up the other one. Now that both of our SATA cables are hooked up, I can now hook one up to our SSD, just like that, and then the other one to our hard drive. I'm just gonna use my other hand to just wire the cables to the back, because we don't wanna clutter cables in the front of our build.
Can you rewind that?
It just goes.
I don't know which cord goes where, and
They
I
go
just
here.
tangled the cords.
One goes on the first one.
My cable management is not great.
Is that in?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other one goes into the next one.
Yep, everything's in.
Okay. And then one goes in the back of here.
Where?
Flip it over. It's gonna go right next to it. See how it goes right there?
I need it to be closer to the thing. Closer to the motherboard.
Quit yelling at me, please.
Do not be
Be careful.
Yeah, I don't care.
There you go. And then you got another one that's gonna do the same thing right here. The other one that you just did.
Go upside down. Yep. Do we put tape on that already?
I just did. Did you not watch me? It was literally just happening.
So now all this cable shit.
Part of our
Goes the other way
problem is that
around,
we
is it
have this
not?
thing at an angle
We're
and
backwards.
tilted.
We're backwards.
What do you mean we're backwards?
Both of these are backwards. Both of these are supposed to face the other way. All of these cables are supposed to be facing the back. All of that needs to be undone.
What?
All of it needs to be undone.
I don't understand why. Tell me, I don't understand.
He has all of these cables like this
Okay.
coming in
Okay.
the back here, not coming out of the front here.
That's how he has those though. He's fed them through the back.
Yeah.
But this has to attach here.
Okay, so this has to go like this, the casing, right?
Correct.
The hard drives are in the wrong way.
The hard drives have to face the other direction. Well, that one's easy. That one just,
Although that one was off to the side because it can't go back here.
right.
But this needs to flip the other way because these cables need to be coming out of the back.
Just for cable management wise.
Well, cable, yeah, I mean, I guess you can just call it that, but the cables are supposed to go back here, not in front.
Okay. So then that one just needs
So
to
you're
come
gonna
out.
lift this up?
No. We're just gonna turn that hard drive around.
That is in very, very crooked.
It'll fix itself once he flips it over to the other side.
I'm like, oh my god.
So that drive might have to go sideways then. My idea of moving it might not work.
Because it has to go
Because
like
that
this.
goes like that. So these cables are going to be fine. They're going to come out the back. But that one, that dude's going to have to go sideways, right?
Oh, it's gonna come down through here, right?
Just doesn't have room.
There's the other one though that turns sideways. Does it go this way?
You can flip that drive around if need be also. But it's still, these cables just are not going to allow it to go backwards like that, I don't think. See, this one goes like this.
It's so weird. Why?
I mean, I guess I could have flipped this upside down also, and that would have helped.
I don't know that it would have helped much, but
But I mean, it fits, so whatever.
it's in.
Yeah.
So when I go this way then, lift this up because you're gonna pull those cords. Okay. I need the screws.
It sticks out too far. The case isn't going to go back on over here.
So this has to come through a little bit. Remember when I asked you if it was too far in? Where's the screwdriver?
So what we doing, what we did?
What?
Yeah, a little bit.
So we're
Just sliding it through a little bit further.
come on, we got this. When was the last time you built a computer though?
Decade ago or so.
So if I put it there, we'll be fine, right?
I hope so. I don't think there's really any way to know other than just trying it.
Wayne, hold on to this one. Just pick it up and hold on to it for a second. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
What?
It's just not in this irregular screw hole area.
Looks like I'm doing good.
Ow.
That did not hurt you.
It hit my foot.
It hit your foot, but
I
it did
know.
not hurt you.
It didn't hurt me like super much, but it hit my foot.
Did you find it?
Found it.
Okay. I am going to.
Is it Saturday? Yeah.
feel like you're not screwing into anything there.
I know
so
I'm not,
it's
that's why I'm
gonna do any
trying
good
to-
Whatsoever.
So you think just securing it in the one side is enough?
No. I do not. But I feel like the hole that you're
Well,
going into
then
over
it's
there
gonna have to
is-
come all the way through.
I think we should just do
It's
what
gonna
we
have
did
to
last
come
time.
all the way up to here,
Okay.
if that's the case.
We'll just have to see if that
It's
fits
gonna
in.
stick further out this direction, which is fine, cause there's more open space out this direction.
Let's take off the tape and throw it on the other side.
Just put it on the bottom part of it, that's where it needs to go. Okay, now. Pull all your cords through the way you want them through.
What is this one?
This one,
Yeah.
We haven't
the
done that.
VGA cord.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright, I need the screws to put this back in. So the two,
Okay, these are the two.
Lane, hold this just like this. You're gonna kind of put a little bit of, you gotta hold it where I'm putting it. You can't move it. Hold it just like that.
I feel like his doesn't have like all this bunching of wires, right?
I have no idea, Bob. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
zip ties.
He says he comes back and cleans it up at
Use
some
zip
point.
ties.
Okay,
I
stop.
feel like we are focusing way too much on how clean it looks when I think we should be focusing on if it actually works. I think once we know that it works, we should fix the wires.
Well, then that, I mean, but that just means essentially that you're just rebuilding the whole fucking thing.
No, it doesn't. If we have zip ties, we can zip tie all of this up and push it
Okay,
back.
I need you to scooch one way or the other because I can't see what I'm doing. There's,
Do we need to stop and continue this another time because everybody's gonna start getting pissed off at each other and being assholes?
I'm good.
I want to finish it.
what are you going into? I don't understand anything.
You need your help?
Can you lift up this hard drive and kind of slide it out of the way? Am I coming through it all over there? What? I don't understand. The one side is in.
screw's not reaching or something.
It's
not
because of
coming
that cord.
through. What cord?
The cord that's hooked up to the back of that hard drive.
This?
The cord, I mean the cord that's attached, that's the point of it. The cord has to be there.
Okay, so what if we put the solid state just down here?
I don't know that,
Because then this cord isn't coming through there.
hold on. Am I reaching?
Yeah. But I also don't want you to cut this cord in half.
I'm not cutting the cord in half, I'm just securing it, that's all. Okay, that part's in. I need to come down this way so that we can do the 4 screws on the bottom to secure this whole mount back in.
What's these for?
And then knot it up.
Think it would be.
There's 1 and 2.
It's good enough.
Where are you guys? Alright, give me 1 screw. If I can get 1 to go, I'll be able to get.
Where's there? Where'd this come from?
God, who stinks? Jesus.
All of our farts.
Did you just fart?
Remember that movie we were all in about 5 seconds ago where we were starting to hate each other and how that's all gone now?
No, your dad absolutely hates me right now.
The smirk says otherwise.
Oh, Jesus. I can't get it. God damn it. Ah!
Come on, you got this.
Come on, you little fucker.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can. I just did.
You're on stream.
I don't know where those. Oh, I see you, you little shit. Come here. Really? Okay, I got these 2 in.
Okay, fair enough.
No. Everyone needs to stop saying good enough. There are 4 screw holes for a reason. Can we put 4 screws in the 4 holes?
Yes, bring me another screw.
They're right in front of you.
That was funny Joel.
Tyler,
Huh?
come here.
Okay.
I need this to come. Look at me. See how I'm doing this?
Oh, pushing down? Yeah.
Hold it right there.
Right.
I don't know where the other one is. Alright, stop for a second. Aha. Found you. Okay, all 4 are in.
Do it for show. Boom. Come on. We got this.
Babe, what are you doing?
Just gonna take a mental break for a second.
Okay, we got this. Come on, boy. Come on, guys. We got this. We can do this.
Okay, power on.
SSD, just like that.
On.
Okay.
Other one, hard drive. I'm just gonna use my other hand to just wire the cables to the back, because we don't wanna clutter cables in the front of our build.
We just did that, right?
There we go, we're done. Our hard drives are installed, and so is the drive cage. Alright guys, so now we're gonna be installing our RGB LED strips into the PC to add light.
Can I do this?
Where's this?
This is just extra.
I didn't even see those in any of the stuff we unpacked.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh snap!
Can I do this?
Yes, I need to sit and I need to get a drink and
I need a drink.
Take a minute.
Me and Dad did that a couple minutes ago. Ready for LEDs?
Hmm?
Said you're ready for LEDs.
They were-
Where's this extra screw from?
you gave it to me to screw
The hard drive.
the hard
Solid-
drive,
the
the
solid
SSD was screwed into the top one, but then we decided not to do that. Yes, it's kind of floating, just leave it. Because if we pull it, it's gonna pull those cords. Yes.
I'm just play this whole part of the video and we'll rewind.
As far as how we're gonna be controlling these RGB LED strips, it's gonna be from a program within our desktop. I'll show you guys how to install that later on in the video. So I'm gonna just sneak it in through here, between the power supply and the case, and then slide it in through. I'm gonna wire one right here to go ahead and attach another strip. These RGB LED strips are magnetic. So how we're gonna be powering our RGB LED strips is with this single cable, which hooks up directly to our motherboard, and we're gonna sneak it in through the back, and it's gonna hook up to the white pins. Now you gotta make sure you attach the arrow, which you can see right here on the cable itself, on the left-hand side of the pins. So just like that. If you put it on the other way, then it won't work. Now we need to hook up this end of the cable to the RGB LED strip, and I'm gonna work it in through the same place right here. I'm just gonna connect it to our RGB LED
Bro,
strips.
no one can see what you're doing.
Boom, done. Alright guys, so finally.
Boom, done
Get
what?
to
I
work
didn't
with
see
our-
what he did at all.
So
He put his hand somewhere over here to plug it in, wraps it around, hands go everywhere.
Alright. So,
I don't know where to initially plug it in. But it's cool these are magnetic. Wait.
I said he kind of snuck it in here between the power supply and the case.
Oh, so we're not plugging it in anywhere yet.
No, I think it only hooks into the motherboard. I think it pulls its power from the motherboard, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
no?
turn on.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I
It sneaks into the top here eventually.
So, we're gonna like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then another one hooks into here. That's what he has as well. That hooks there.
Oh, this is more than I expected, I thought.
Is that right? Okay.
I don't think it wrapped around.
That.
I guess so.
And did you figure out what it hooks to?
So then, this
It's gonna
needs
go into the motherboard eventually.
one of those power cords.
Oh. This?
One of these.
Here.
Was there two of them in there?
Yeah, this is what this is.
Are these the same thing?
Yes.
These are. I'm putting the wrong end in.
It's got yeah.
So that goes in there.
It goes
Yeah, but I worry that these lights are just kind of not in here real well.
I mean, these are in here well, the ones across the edge is
He
not.
said they're magnetic, didn't he?
Yeah, but they sure.
No, are not. They are not.
Make sure you're putting the right side up against
Yeah,
it.
that's true. We have the pot. Oh, yeah. Maybe? Is that any better? I mean, it's for sure better than what we had.
Really magnetic.
So we got the. We'll start over again.
Yeah.
You
These
just
silver
gotta make
things
sure
go
that
on
the
the bottom.
magnetic side is on the right side, right?
See, look, if that's magnetic, that should be able to like go on my fridge and just stay, right?
Theoretically, yes. Yes, that is the stuff that goes on there.
It's magnetic, Mama. His steam, it's magnetic.
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
It's a, no, it's all what?
Yeah.
Electric. Super bright LEDs.
Did you fart?
Oh, did you fart, Dad?
No, but I smell
was
you.
doing this.
Is what I think is the smell.
No, Dad just farted.
I smelled it before Dad farted.
Look at Mom's face. Mama just wants to go to bed.
I do too.
I want to test it.
It
I
doesn't
want
have
to
to be
test it out too. Like I don't want to be like, oh, it worked. I also want to test it out.
Most of our testing is going to be tomorrow, buddy.
I know, but I still want to see something.
If this thing boots up to the BIOS, that'll probably be it for the evening.
Don't you have Windows?
Hold on, no, you gotta run that cable back. I don't want the cable sticking out. I got it back here.
And then it's going through this hole. I think that's where she had it. Yes.
Does the case, but will that work that way?
Yeah. Can you rewind the video so I know which
Will
plug?
that case, will the case go back on it if it goes through there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta kind of put
No, I mean like that. Doesn't the thing go in the little holes there and snap in? The back part of that?
Hold on, yeah.
That's what that is. It needs to go up underneath of
This
that.
way.
Aha.
That's way easier said than done.
I understand, but it would have snapped that cable in half if you would have tried to put the case back
Probably
on
not gonna
without.
be able to. There, you get it?
Yep. So can you rewind the video so I know where to plug this in?
So when the computer turns on, what
I'm
lights
gonna
are?
work it in to the same place right here. I'm just gonna connect it to our RGB LED strips. Boom. Alright guys, so fine.
Was that helpful to anyone else?
RGB LED strip. And I'm gonna work it in to the same place right here. Like that. If you put it in on the light pins. Now you gotta make sure you attach the arrow, which you can see right here on the cable itself. On the
Is that
left-hand
the
I
end
see
that
the
you
arrow. I
have?
see the arrow. Yeah.
And we're gonna sneak it in through the back, and it's gonna hook up to the light pins. Now you gotta make sure you attach the arrow, which you can see right
The
here.
white-
on the
See the white one
Yeah.
on top?
Right on top of the radio.
So just
Yeah.
like that. If you put it in on the other way, then it won't work.
Wait.
Now we need a hook.
Oh, how do I know which one's the arrow for the white pins though? Where did you say the arrow was going?
He said it had to go up. I think he said it had to go up, but you have to check again. He said if you do it one way, it will work, and if you do it the other way, it won't. You playing it again?
I'm not at the second.
I don't know if he knows which way it goes in. That's what I'm saying. He said which way it goes, and I don't remember which one it was.
Arrow, which you can see right here on the cable itself, on the left-hand side of the
Left-hand side.
pins.
The
So it's
left
just like
side of
That's
the
where I
pins.
have it. That's where I have it.
So that's good.
There we go. It's pinned in.
Boom.
If you put it in on the other way, then it won't work.
Oh.
Now
Oh,
we need
that's
to hook up this end of the cable to RGB LED strip, and I'm gonna work.
I think
with
you guys just had it
to
already
set
hooked up to
place
that, right?
here. I'm just gonna connect it to our RGB LED strips. Boom, done. Alright guys, so finally, we get to work with our graphics card.
Wait, did we do that part? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but what about this part then?
What? That's just the other end of it, I think.
So it doesn't get plugged in anymore? I mean, I guess it makes sense.
I
It
think
doesn't
that
get
might
plugged in
be
anymore, but it's
like
just
an
weird.
extension.
Yeah, if you wanted to plug another one in, it would plug in somewhere.
They could mob by.
Tyler, this is where you need to take out slot 2 and 3.
I need to do
Remember when we
what?
talked about slot 2 and 3 earlier?
Oh, yeah.
This is the time for
I
that.
still don't understand what we're putting in slot 2 and 3, what it does.
It's a graphics card.
Oh, I think I know what that is.
It makes the graphics good.
Makes it so then you can do stretch res.
I
I
don't
mean,
know
right
what that
now,
means.
Right now there's no video coming out of there. The graphics card allows the video to come out.
There's onboard video, but this replaces that.
This makes it so that it looks the best. And we get free game too. That's super cool that we get the video too, though. When does that come out?
I don't know, I looked it up real quick and it just said March.
I think it's like March 27th. It's in open beta right now, so it has to be soon. Yeah. This is like the big final step.
It's weird that they do alphas before betas when it comes to video games, but alpha is supposed to be before. Oh, well, I mean. Yeah, but alpha is like. No,
Ahead, but it's still the first.
yeah,
First then second.
yeah.
It's not better or worse, it's just first then second.
Like halfway through it, you're like, wait a minute.
Okay, so
Take
I'm
off
gonna tell you right
those-
now is what he's gonna say. 2 and 3 has to come out.
Okay.
Take out the second and third strip. That's gonna slide in, it's gonna hook in, you're
Oh,
gonna
what the jump?
bolt it in,
There we go.
and you're gonna have to run power to it through that VGA cable that we hooked up earlier. You gotta take the plastic piece off.
Yeah. Look at that cool thing. There's like metal bars and shit on it.
Oh, I think it's probably been done.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Dad. A bunch of electric metal balls. Let's tap on it.
It's
Reminds me of
just
the
metal.
M&M
I
thing.
can
It's
tap
like,
on this,
I'm
it's
going to
metal.
attempt to drown myself.
You can try this at home.
You could be just like me.
Oh, they're cute.
Who is?
We both.
Us?
Well, me. I knew the song too.
Yeah, but it doesn't make you cute. It only makes us cute because we
When
did.
Mama quotes it and Dad sings whatever it was that he sang.
Guitar.
That's cute. Lane, bring me one of them
Don't worry, it's
Snickers.
another inside joke that Tyler doesn't understand.
It's an Eminem song, Tyler. That's
When
not
have
an
I listened to
inside
Eminem? Ever?
joke. You listen to Kamikaze?
Look, we can't help it if you listen to shitty music and you don't know our references. It's not our fault. Which one is that one?
I listen to better
No, I
music
want
than
the
Eminem.
Almond
peanut
butter.
butter one. Not the almond butter, the peanut butter
Raw.
one.
Does this come out?
No.
Yes. That's the point of it. Taking that, bring it here.
I was gonna throw it at you.
Taking
that
that,
comes out.
No, I guess it does not.
Oh, I thought Mama was talking about it coming out. I was like, that makes no, that it doesn't come
We're
out.
kind of talking about two different buttons, I think.
thank you, Lane.
You're welcome.
I was confused.
You're corn.
So we went
Did you find it out?
same place right here. You're just gonna connect it to
Oh,
our
where's it
RGB
connected?
LED strips. Boom.
12 minutes.
Alright guys, so
At
finally,
this point.
we get to work with our graphics card. So we went with the
Maybe it's
RX
awesome.
580. This is the 8GB version. We paid $230 for this. So if you're looking to buy an RX 580, now's the time. These cards right now are at an all-time low. And this one is the MSI Armor Edition. The colorway of this graphics card couldn't have matched our theme any better. So as you can see right here on the back of the box, it has a black and white colorway, which looks awesome. And here it is. And here we have the main star of the show, the wrapper. This thing goes in like this. We're actually gonna be removing the second and third expansion brackets. Okay guys, just line it up with our PCI slot, and once you have it into place, just push it in and it should clip in. So now just go ahead and secure it into place. So our graphics card needs power, and that's the final cable.
Final cable. Give
Got all
the
that
final cable.
I think Daddy should be able to put the graphics card in.
Yeah, because it's like his computer. This is the final huzzah.
Somebody take a picture of Dad putting in the graphics card.
Yeah.
What was all that shit you just took out of it?
Little plugs that were in the HDMI.
Oh.
I think it's the other way down. I think it's the fan thing facing up.
Well, it fits in like this. Is his fans facing upwards in the video?
Yes,
Because that is surely not the way that this installs.
but that's how he did it.
Okay, I need to verify that. Can you hand me my phone, please?
And once you have it
Fan
into
facing
place, just
No,
push it in.
fan
and it
facing
should
down.
clip in.
Yes.
Yeah, Lane's stupid.
You're not stupid.
No,
You
but
just.
we called you on something and then you proceeded.
No, he didn't know. He thought it was. We checked. It was not,
Sure
but
as
it's
hell
fine.
I'm not gonna argue about it.
It's fine.
It ain't like we've all done this perfectly and not messed up the way that something went in the first time. It's not that big of a deal. Lane, can you give me some light, please? Thank you.
Kelly, can you hold the back of this?
Do you need help, babe?
No, there was a little cover on top of the
Oh, that you
PCI
were
thing.
head was still there blocking stuff.
Yes.
Boom. That's it.
That's it. Alright, I need a screw.
There's 3 right there.
It secures on the outside, right?
What secures on the outside?
Doesn't that doesn't
The
just
brackets.
the bracket just secure on the outside? No.
This screws in over here.
But then what you got? Do you got
It
it?
looks like he screwed on the outside. That's what I'm asking. In the back part.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And here we have the main star of the show, the wrapper. This thing goes in like this. We're actually gonna be removing the second and third expansion brackets. Okay guys, just line it up with our PCI slot, and once you have it into place, just push it in and it should clip in. So now just go ahead and secure it into place. So our
Oh,
graphics
it's
card
the
needs
side.
power.
On, okay. I thought it was in the back, but it's in the side there.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
The final cable that's left, and make sure it clips into place. Now we're good. I'm gonna
What?
That's that
For real?
That's that VGA cable. That final cable that's not hooked up to
This guy
anything.
has the potential
Right
to be a
there.
really good presenter and a really good tutorial
there.
person if he would move his hands and not just say, and there it is.
So which one do I use? There's
VGA.
2 parts to this.
It doesn't matter. Remember, that's because you can use multiple of those.
Okay.
It's just coming from the same piece.
So you gotta put it in.
per song.
You got it?
I think it's in all the way. I feel like it clipped.
What did though? That's in.
Sorry.
Okay.
Clean this up right now with a zip tie. Okay.
Okay, with the phone.
There's zip ties to your right, babe. I'm sorry, to your left.
I don't really know what to do with the cables. I mean, it's just
I think
clusterfuck down here.
I think once
Let's just see if it
I
turns
think-
on.
I think once the lights get on, I think that the cords will not be what people are focused on. Or like what we're focused on.
I don't know. I feel like back here is like wobbly.
Yo, Tyler. You're killing all of them people. Tyler, you're popping off. Pop off.
Whatever. Let's see what happens.
I think it's in, babe.
Okay.
Where are we gonna be putting Venom?
He put a guy right here. That also covers up a lot of
Yeah,
his
it
junk
does.
too. He pulled it all together here.
Which is what it falls back on when it falls and touches all the wires.
As you can see,
And then he put whatever guy. Are you gonna put a guy in him?
I didn't plan on it at the moment, no.
Okay. So then that's it, right?
you can definitely do a better job than I did if you wanted to.
This guy.
Where does the circle come? Oh, the circle is their light.
It's his light, yeah.
I was
That,
like, what
it
the-
took me a minute too. I was like, what is going on? And I had just learned
need
about
this.
those ring lights like a
Those
week
ring lights are
before this
cool, they're
video.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
One of the guys that I watch all the time, he has it
Hold
to
on.
he's in a really small studio apartment, and most of his setup takes up most of his apartment. But in order to get the best light, he shines that circle light against the wall behind his setup, and it then reflects the perfect amount of light behind him to give him the best lighting for what he looks like.
Who
That
is
was a
that?
pretty cool courage.
Okay.
That was a pretty cool way
You
to
gotta
do
go
things.
over a little. You gotta go over that way a little first. Because it has to snap in
Yes.
and then slide.
It'll be hard to do with all those cables.
What is falling?
This.
That's part of it. It needs to be.
There we
Nope. Come on.
go. And you just screw it in.
No, I gotta get the bottom first. I had the top, but not the bottom.
Now get some screws.
These screws.
Hold on, it's not in yet.
I know, but you put a screw in right there, and then now it's all the way in. It's that big fat snake cord.
If you need more of it to come this way or whatever, then so be it.
It's not. Can we just put it on the front?
What?
Can we just slide it like this? Because that's gonna. I just need it to be level. I'm just like fighting with it because I'm fighting with it and gravity. Is that it? No, I need bigger.
It's the bigger
The
ones.
bigger ones.
There's 6 of the bigger ones. There's 4 and 2.
These two.
Is it the same thing?
No, it's not the same thing.
The ones that I handed away are the right ones.
This is not right.
What's this? This big one.
Trade me.
I'm gonna go.
What do you say, Dad?
I'm gonna go grab some cords real quick. I'll be right back.
Are we able to put this glass cover
You
on?
want to do the glass cover yourself?
That does look freaking awesome, bro. Tell me that does not look awesome. Even ones
Before
like,
he puts the.
yeah, but also before even the
I bought
LED.
the wrong case. I don't think I bought the tempered glass one. I think I bought the acrylic one.
You sure?
That's tempered glass. Because
Where's the box?
the other one isn't clear. The other one
I'm moving.
isn't.
I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm trying to get out of your way.
That's pretty cool. Isn't that pretty cool?
You got dark mirror front panel. Is that the same thing?
No, he was talking about there being 2 different side options. I think I went with the other option. But the other option, the option that he was talking about, is the one that's like $120 on Amazon now. And then I found this one on Micro Center for $40, but I think that's why it was $40, because it wasn't even the same exact one. But it's going to serve its purpose perfectly fine.
I agree. I mean, I think it's gonna look great regardless.
I'm gonna get a Howdy Ink logo vinyl sticker made that's gonna go onto this.
Perfect.
Yep.
Is this screwed on?
Yeah, so I need 4 of those. Do I have this the right way, or does it go the other way?
It looks like it's just a square, so.
This side has little rubber pieces, which makes me
That
think
goes on
it
the inside.
But the other 2 sides have rubber pieces as well.
Yeah, but the ends there, these should be on the inside.
Gotcha, okay.
Do you need the big screws?
Yeah, can we turn this around so I can
Yep.
do it properly on the camera?
Mm-hmm. I'm good now. You're right.
And to the light as well.
How many screws do you need for?
Yep, there should be 4 of the big ones.
I have 2 in right there. I have 2 in
Right there, and then there's this one.
Is that the
That's
same
not the
ones?
big Those aren't the
Yes,
big ones.
these are all 4 big ones.
These are not the-
No, look.
These
These are
ones
the.
we need.
I think we did them wrong. I think we were supposed to do the 2 on this side and the 4 big ones on the front.
Well, I still have your 4 big ones. I don't
These
understand
aren't
what
big
you're saying.
ones though.
Oh, okay.
I think these guys. What's wrong?
I'm just set this down so we can fix that.
I think these guys need smaller
Yes,
ones.
that's correct.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Here are your 2, 4 of those.
Because the big ones need to be on the front because they're more decorative. That's this, right?
Those are-
And these go here.
Yes.
So there's 4 of this size.
Okay.
But LED, so would that LED just, when the computer turns on, that will just turn on?
I don't know, but he said that there was a software that you had to do to control it, but
Yeah.
I think when he turned
Should
his
just
on, that
turn
thing
on.
came on.
Yeah, because it's just connected to the motherboard. I would think that that's just what gave it.
But I don't know for sure.
Okay, those are on. You should have just held on to it, sweetie. I only needed a second.
Last thing, glass on.
And then we just gotta plug the power cord in the back, right?
Where are we
According to
gonna
that,
plug that
everything
in?
else is working, right?
Where are we going to plug that in? Where are we going to put the monitor?
We can unplug the phone.
I brought an extension cord in.
Oh, okay.
Do you need help?
Oh, maybe.
Is that right? Do those go there?
Yogurt.
Got it.
Alright. Something don't look right. I think it maybe goes the other way.
What do you mean the other way?
I think that looks fine. I think that,
No, it either fits or it doesn't fit. Like,
I don't
there's
feel like it fit that way.
But then there's all this rubber stuff. So it looks weird.
No, that's worse.
yeah. Take it out. We're sure that's where the screw goes.
No,
Could the screw go here?
that's where I just was.
Could the screw go here?
If you move your finger, no.
It's got to be beveled up against this edge.
That gave you anxiety
Yeah,
too,
they
right?
gave me a lot of
When
anxiety.
Dad went whoo, like a
Yeah.
frisbee with.
It
thing.
needs to
He's
sit on this
scared.
lip, babe. See the lip?
We both just got bug eyes. Like, whoa.
Bro.
Hey.
It has to bevel all
Relax.
together.
I don't. What do you mean by bevel?
Rub up against the edge. It connects to the edge.
Oh, it's inevitable. That's not how that works. That's how they use me.
That's why this is called the female, this is called the male.
It is?
Yeah. It's penis. This is a vagina.
Jesus Christ.
Baby.
Whoa.
I feel like you're mocking me about this and you didn't know this was called the male end of an electrical
I
strip.
didn't. Why am I supposed to know that?
So you know the difference between the male and the female?
I know the difference
Do
between.
you know that you're a male? Are you
Yeah.
okay?
Something. Maybe it's the hard drive that's in there that's causing it to not sit flush. I'm not sure. What
I
it
don't
is.
think it's hitting though, is it?
For right now. I don't
Are you
know.
sure that it's not? It's not sitting flush, baby, because you haven't finished screwing it in. It's not just going flush because your fingers aren't gonna do it, but screw down here.
It's good to me.
Yeah, I think that's how it's supposed to be.
Oh,
Yes? No?
It looks.
Yeah.
You don't agree?
I feel like it's sticking out a little bit, but I don't.
Okay.
It's gonna be underneath the desk.
That doesn't mean that it shouldn't look right.
Awesome. Moment of truth, boys.
I have the power strip. Yeah.
I'm gonna go hook up the
Excuse me.
monitor to
Can I
it.
plug this in?
Moment of truth.
Dad's gonna hook up the monitor first.
Make it so that it's facing
Oh,
the
this plug is
camera.
in there.
Hold on. Dad's gonna hook up the monitor first, I just said.
Can we
I
move
guess I don't
the?
understand.
He has to hook up the monitor to this.
Can we move the PC to like facing just right?
I want it to face the way that it's facing now because I want the lights to come on and hopefully you'll be able to see that in the video.
I know, but if you do that, then I feel like you'd be able to see it better.
No, it's lined up perfectly.
I think we might need a drum roll.
Did you hook up the monitor?
Yeah.
Relax.
I was drum rolling.
Is that what's happening?
Oh no, I was just slapping my legs.
That was odd.
Oh, I was drum rolling. Don't. I always feel like there's sometimes where I make certain jokes, people don't get it, and then I just look dumb. Like, oh, you're just slapping your legs? That's a really weird thing to do right now.
It's the moment of truth, Charlie.
And he just goes in back into one of these.
Yeah, I don't really know which one. I guess that's because I can run a dual monitor here, which is super cool.
You can run a dual monitor? We need a dual PC setup.
Okay.
Can I push the
We should
button?
just put
The
the.
button is back here, is it not? Or up
You
here?
gotta,
is it?
press, you gotta
The-
press start on this.
The
though
power
first.
button is
Go
back
for it.
here.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
You gotta press the actual power
Just,
button
you know.
there.
Okay.
This just gives power
Oh, God.
to the power supply, right?
I didn't care when we started, but I really care now.
Yeah.
So.
I've been asking him all. I've been asking him all day. You ready to set
He's
this
like,
computer?
ready to
Oh,
go.
hug your brother again.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna press power before I crush him.
Is the monitor on?
Here we go. Nothing at all. Fuck yeah. I didn't plug that in.
Hold on, hold
I
on.
didn't plug this in. I didn't plug this in.
Oh my Jesus.
Dad, literally, we just made a computer, but you forgot to plug in the extension cord. This is National Lampoon's Christmas. Bro,
Something's
there's a light on!
happening. Something's happening. Alright, now
Now press the button.
press the power button because I think
Press.
that just gave power to the whole
Press
thing.
that button.
Okay, it just turned the fan on.
That light is flashing. Okay, we have power to the fan.
Okay. This is where my patience is done. I don't have time at midnight after a day after today. Okay, it's starting up.
It's still working.
Okay.
See,
But my
you're
LEDs are not.
Well, you're gonna have to set those up.
He didn't, right? When he
He
plugged his
had to
in. No, he did not had to have.
He said there was a software that he would show in a later video.
I know that.
No keyboard check. We need to plug in the keyboard. We need to plug in
The final part now is just managing your cables. As you can see, guys, we can definitely do a better job than I did if you wanted to.
Can you take that off, please?
Let's clear our desk.
Let's plug that in.
Alright, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and turn it on now. And it's
See,
alive.
his LEDs like boom right away.
Okay, guys, now we move on to the second part of this video. which
Okay,
is
it
installing-
does do that.
You wanna have
So it
a
works.
that has Windows
Yeah, and that's obviously the most important part.
But the LEDs aren't doing what they're supposed to do.
I will be linked in the video description. Press F1 to run
Because
setup.
they're only
Alright, guys,
plugged
so
in
yeah,
on
go
one
ahead and
end.
hook up the USB flash drive, and we're gonna go ahead and turn off our PC. Just hold the
What?
button.
We attach them to each
Now
other,
what I
but
wanna
this
do is
line,
turn it back on, and gonna
it's
be
a dead
directly
circuit.
to our USB flash drive because
It's
our
not
USB
plug the two LEDs together and we put it into the motherboard,
So
but
right here is-
then what else is
Plug
plugged
it
into?
Nothing else.
I don't have a product key, and then that's how you.
I don't think it's supposed to though.
Right.
I think it's just like if you plug in, like here, like you don't plug in the light bulb to something else. It stops at some point. It continues through.
Oh!
That's cool.
Oh!
It's purple! It's purple!
It's pink! No, it's red! It's yellow! Oh my god.
Stay put.
I just wonder if Tyler didn't plug that one in upside down for the
I'm
LEDs.
gonna have a hand camera.
I mean,
for that.
let's for real. Like, can we please undo this and we flip that upside down? And if
Just
that
to see if that's
and
all
if
it
that
is.
doesn't work, then we'll move on.
Okay.
Alright guys, so finally made it to our desktop.
I need to finish whatever I need to do here first.
But you don't have Windows to do with it, do you?
No, but I'm in my BIOS here.
And he has Windows on that USB.
But you could just turn it off
I
and
don't
turn it
have
back
Windows
on
USB yet.
because you don't have anything else to do with it, right? Or no?
I don't know. Now my head's starting to hurt. Just
Look at
from
me.
What the fuck? I
If
don't
you
know.
do, you can't set up anything because there's no
Just press
operate.
F1.
Quiet.
Don't talk.
Stop interrupting me. There's no operating system for you to set up. So hitting F1 to set up is just going to take you into the BIOS, which is not what you want to do.
There is something that I have to do while I'm in there that he told me to do. Damn, this looks cool.
But that isn't going to change if you just turn it off. We check for the LED and then you turn it back on.
Okay.
Right?
I hope.
What do you mean
I
you
think,
hope?
yes.
You haven't done anything.
It detected 2 drives there, it said also, so that should be good.
I mean, all you're doing right now is just turning it off.
Okay, please turn off the main power switch on the back. Please unplug from the back. You never ever do any work on the computer with any sort of power connected to it whatsoever.
It could go.
I'm pulling the HDMI also just because there's power going through that into that. And so that little light in the inside went out.
That keyboard looks freaking awesome, though. I know that for certain.
So you think
What about
it's
the other parts where, like, you know, the computer function? That was pretty cool also.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Remember the part where we built that?
I'm so happy it worked on.
Lane's like,
I'm not
LEDs!
it did not work on the first try, but
Yeah,
only because
yeah.
Dad didn't plug in the extension cord.
Yeah.
That's because of crap.
But that
I mean.
technically did
I know.
work
When
on
nothing
first try.
happened, I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!"
And then you know
I
that there's
can't
just
deal.
one plug that just is a little bit not all the way in. You just know that. But that's awesome though. Like you've said so much stuff about how it never works or anything like that. And we just did that. Not fast, but
Not fast.
it is 12 o'clock.
It
took I mean, way
too fucking long, but we
Being
it.
relative
For
about
3.5
it, that
hours.
was pretty efficient for
Yeah, it was.
what we did.
Okay, so it's up here, right?
Yes, it's in the white cord.
He said that there's an arrow and it should go to the left.
I think you had it upside down. Because the arrow is right here.
Yeah.
And if it's to the left, it should be this way.
Bro, I did so many good things on this computer, I don't care that I messed with the LEDs.
It's fine.
Okay, you want to leave the case off,
Yes.
with the outside case off, and then we'll just plug everything else back in?
Well, no.
Or you wanna
I
see
mean,
it
I know
with
that
the
sucks,
case
but if
on?
it works, I
Yeah,
want to see
that's
what it
true.
works.
Okay.
I want to see what it looks like correctly.
But I really do think that was just flipped. I think you just had the...
When I went to catch it, I kind of smudged it already, so that's a little bumming, but
I have to take some glass cleaner to it.
let it fall on the stuff.
So
Yes, remember, it has to level on that.
So someone screw something in.
that keyboard looks so freaking awesome, bro.
It's not level here. It needs to come...
Move it where we need to.
I don't know where I need to. Okay. You got where you are?
Yes.
He's already on. I already did the top.
2 in.
Is this the other one?
Yes.
Yeah. We don't need to tighten them down quite yet, but that'll suffice.
You give us what we need, right? Okay, we're good, Ty. Alright, I'm gonna plug it back in.
Bro, who farted again? With these egg
Wow.
farts.
We gotta hug again.
Quit helping me with your egg farts.
It makes it work. It was Dad. I haven't farted in 40 years.
Whatever. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna hit this part again. And that gives us our little light inside.
Yeah, and then we gotta turn
And then
that
you gotta
power
turn the maiden power on.
record or just take the
Hold down the
Oh
button.
crap! Sorry,
record.
I'm turning for flash.
Are we plugged in over there?
Yes.
Plugged in back here. HDMI is plugged back in.
Yes, and everything is. Our light came back on, so I know there's power coming in there.
Ready?
Yes!
Oh my god.
So how long was it? 3 hours? 4 hours?
That is so badass. And with the keyboard?
Okay, you need one more strip of LEDs.
Do I?
Because
Yes,
it needs to
no.
come up and
Yeah.
back. I mean, maybe even two
Oh
more.
my god.
It
Well,
needs
it comes
to-
with 2, so if
It
I spend
needs
another
if you
$15,
because
it'll give
I
me
think it
2
needs to
more.
come up and back around again
Okay.
to make it a full.
So what? So that says
Deal.
that's new now. What does that say?
Reboot and select proper or insert boot media.
That's what you
Select
need to
boot
do.
device
Is
and press.
You need to put in Windows.
Okay.
you need to put in your
But
US.
why didn't it take me to my BIOS screen like it did the last time?
Something get bumped.
I didn't do anything different.
Try to.
I think it just needs your.
Cool.
That does.
That
is
does
really
like
cool.
freaking
I think you
awesome.
just need your windows to go.
Yeah, I mean that's the next step
So
regardless.
is that
Right. I mean, that's
would
what you
that
would.
be-
That's what you would have done if you had it ready to go, right?
Yeah,
That's so freaking awesome.
that is.
Oh my god. I'm so glad it worked. Sorry. That karate chopped my arm. Dude, think about
Nice job,
playing
everybody.
Fortnite on that.
Bro.
Alright, something else to play Fortnite.
Just spent 4 hours of $800 to play
I spent a vast
Fortnite.
ton of money for you guys to play Fortnite on your fucking phones, and you never ever did.
That's not true. I use it fairly often.
To watch somebody play Fortnite.
No, how would that be me utilizing my phone to play Fortnite if I were to watch people play Fortnite?
Good job, everybody. We did.
Yes.
Really great job.
So does it? So it press keys, like
It just goes.
It just
Well,
does
I
that
know
over.
for the keyboard because.
I'm telling you, it just does that.
No,
again.
he's
No,
just
I'm
saying,
trying
like,
to see
literally
what the
just-
keyboard
just
looks
power.
like.
So
and
does it
sounds
change
like.
every time you press something? Cause
No, it just
No,
it's on
it
a constant
cycles through
cycle.
just like these cycle through.
oh, we need to make them so they cycle through together.
I mean, that's just random.
It's
luck,
right
'cause when you press
after.
Power.
No, but it goes like lighter and then darker.
And then-
lighter and darker.
A minute ago, it was like
Yeah,
right
yeah.
behind
It
it.
was, but the LEDs move faster than
They
the
do.
keyboard does.
That's so freaking awesome.
So then you just have to get the boot disc ready
Yeah.
and
I
put it
have
in.
the ISO downloaded. I just haven't figured out how to put it on a drive yet. If you guys give me like 10 minutes or so, I can probably learn how to.
If you don't want to do it tonight, then do it tomorrow.
I'm okay.
I'm
with-
invested at this point. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Oh my
okay.
Jesus! Like you just
pour
said, if I
myself a
could
cup
get
of
it
co-
to,
It came on, so.
Yeah, if it wouldn't.
if
have
it
came
wouldn't
on,
have come on, then you wouldn't have felt that
I've
way.
been done for the night.
But now that it came on, it makes
Yeah.
you feel good that we got it done, and so now you want to finish.
Yeah.
Now,
I think that they should make computers easier to
Oh,
make.
you know who
They
that
should
is?
Just put one big plug rather
You
than
know
four
what?
little bitty microscopic
You know what?
plugs.
Here's what I think. I think the next time, if we did something like this, we would not need as much step-by-step
we
situation
kind of know what it is.
because
I think
if
would
we
still-
had
I'm proud of me with my prongs, and they
If-
are not upside down.
if we had
The-
this
No, but the words that we were
right
confused,
because the
words are upside
power
down or
button
not.
is the one button. So
It's one of the
if that
buttons that
didn't
I
work,
looked
then it
up.
wouldn't have worked anyway.
Yeah.
None of it would have worked.
Boom.
But like if we had this, it would tell us. Like we wouldn't need it to see. This is just like RGB header. We wouldn't have needed all of the extra info. Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like if we would have read out of a book but had an
I don't know.
what is happening up here?
He's
Oh, that's the dude's video. Okay.
yes.
I thought
He's
that was
telling
some
you how to
correlation
make it
of some
happen.
sort.
No.
I was confused.
What do you think, Lev?
I think it's awesome. I mean, it looks awesome. So there's that. There's the whole like how does it run and all that good fun shit that we'll get to.
I do think you need 2 more
But
LED
the
strips.
aesthetics are also
I agree. I've kind of blown my budget at this point though, but I wouldn't mind spending because another $15 would get me 2 strips because that is
Okay.
what this was, and then I would like to get the fans for the front as well.
That light is so bright.
Are you gonna put something else inside of it, or are you just gonna put the Howdy and Gligo on the side and that's it?
I don't think you really have to do anything else.
I mean, his Funko looks awesome in there.
It does. I think you could put a Funko here, or something here. There's all this space here.
Yeah.
So that's where fans are going, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, but the fans.
Yeah, but they're
the
still only
fans are on
skinny.
it,
I think
yeah.
you still have room to put something that sits on top of those hard drives.
I'm almost. Okay.
We'll figure that out. We'll
I'm
figure
just
out.
almost positive that while he did take the casing off for this, the fans are still on the inside of.
They are on the inside, but they're
Yeah,
not
which
sticking
which
all
still-
the way over
but
here.
That still
Okay,
takes up a
gotcha.
decent bit of your extra space.
They're only about that thick though. They're very thin.
But you could put something there.
A pop will fit perfectly there, as he demonstrated.
But I think something else could fit.
And it gets rid of the cluster that
But
is.
I think the hole there
VGA
looks like you.
cords.
I would put something there more
Just a
than.
VGA cord. Oh, I'm a nerd now.
Tyler, what's this?
Graphics card.
What's this?
Power source.
What's this?
H
Power supply.
Yeah,
Let's
sorry.
just use the actual terminology.
Supply.
Power supply.
Hard drive. The thing that goes on top of the hard drive.
Soft drive.
That's exactly right. No, what is that?
I don't remember.
That's a solid state drive. They're both
Close enough.
drives.
They both hold
They're
storage.
storage drives. They're just the way that they function is different. This is a hard drive. This is a solid state drive.
That's a fan.
What's this?
Those are your RAM.
Okay. What's that?
The fan.
Which is connected to
The doohickey that
before the little doohickey, the big doohickey. That's called a heat sink.
Okay.
That was the metal pieces that look like a folded fan. Looks like on the other side
Which
of that.
then connected to
the thing. The first thing that I literally put in there.
Yep.
It was start with a P. Right?
Yep.
Yep. That's what it is.
processor.
Yeah.
Which
It's got the
the
glue stuff on
processor
it.
could
It has the
top.
glue stuff on it. Yes.
thermal paste. The processor connected to
I don't remember.
The very first thing that we open that everything is connected to.
Oh, the motherboard.
The motherboard. Correct.
Literally everything at the
And
motherboard.
what
That's
is
the keyboard.
what is this wire? What was that connected to?
Snake.
What is it?
I have no idea.
Thick
I don't know.
snake.
That was early.
That was it goes to the power supply.
Fat
It
snake with
brings
49
power
No,
to.
Doesn't the? No, we had this before we had this power supply. I
No,
thought we'd-
the power supply. There's the two snakes, the big thick one
This is so freaking
and the
awesome.
smaller
No, but there
one.
was
And they go.
the
we
VGA
fed them
cords.
I'm so
through.
glad it actually worked.
aren't the snake cord.
The VGA cord is the ones that are here that come out of
In the
there
power
with the little
supply.
yes, but the actual power where the power comes into here and how does the power get to the rest is this. See that how that hooks into that big piece there?
Yeah.
And then there's also the other one that hooks up to the fan, the little one that we ran through that hooks up to gives the power to the fan. Those come to the power supply here.
Kind of mad at this graphics card. It's kind of undermining my whole microscopic
Your little tiny
tweezer
things that you
little crap
needed to
that I had
do.
to
Yeah.
do that starts the whole thing.
And then Dad just comes in and just shoves something
Yeah,
in there, and
they're
it's like,
like something
oh,
else.
Dad's
I
awesome.
mean, Dad is awesome. He
Ooh,
had the idea of this.
Charles.
So.
So what do
Hey,
you
get the
think? Are you
windows.
glad you did it with us? Good. Glad. We're glad you did it with us too.
And now they should make you want to use this.
Yeah.
Like
You
I
see, and
feel
then the
like
cool thing
building
is
it and
that,
knowing more about
you
it.
know, like
would
I
make sense.
bought a nice motherboard and I bought all kinds of components that are easily upgradable. So, in a couple years this graphics card won't be the standard that it is now. But what we can do is we can go and we can, instead of having to spend all of this all over again, you can spend $200 on a new nice graphics card, or if you want to get crazy with it, more than that. Comes out, goes in, done.
But this
you buy
is-
a Mac Mini where everything's inside this little fucking box.
Yeah.
You have
can't.
you're not
That's what
able
you
to
have
do
there.
it.
Right.
This
So
is-
so now
this
when
is
if
the
Dad
already
says
two-color.
I want to
Bro, the next
upgrade,
person egg fart, I'll punch.
Nobody has egg fart
Because
in
in,
the
the,
last 5
in my
years.
Mac Mini, you were at least able
Good
to
Lord.
unscrew.
Link has egg farted 5
I
times.
have
In
it. I
my
haven't
Mac
farted.
Mini, you were at least able to unscrew the bottom of it, and you had access to 2 small sticks of laptop RAM.
right?
So I upgraded them the day that I bought the
So
computer.
if Dad
The
decides he
new
wants
one,
to
you can't
upgrade the
even do that.
RAM, how do you think that works?
Well,
So what
we-
if Dad
we-
said,
we-
how do we upgrade I want you to upgrade the RAM in this computer. What do you do first?
So we used the 2 gray things, and that was 1 and 3. So we have 8 gig of RAM right now, and that's in 1 and 3. So you can add 2 more 2 other slots to get more, but you can also replace the 8 gig with 16 gig. Replace the 4 with an 8 to get your 16 RAM. But yeah.
So all you would have
So
to
I-
do there
I-
is just take this piece off, reach in, do the little snap thing, pull that out, and then stick the new one
The other
in.
thing I can
Like,
do,
you can,
like,
you
early on.
could double the RAM by putting new sticks in within 20 seconds. I mean, that's a super easy
Mama.
job. And I have more in the computer downstairs that I'm going to put in here.
You like,
If it fits.
yeah, it goes boop, boop, boop. If we try that, this whole entire computer is just gonna stop.
That is
working.
not true. I've replaced RAM many, many times.
Yes. Cool. That was.
Okay, can we
Pretty
stop the
awesome.
stream now?
Yeah, I think so.
I
No?
wanna know
Well,
your
I
thing
thought
that
you were
talking
doing
about
the.
earlier.
I thought you were
Mhm.
doing one more
I
thing.
wanna know the thing you were talking about earlier.
We talking about what?
I don't know if I can say it, but
No, he can't.
Oh,
We're
gotcha.
on the
No,
stream.
no,
yeah.
no, no, that's true.
I thought you were gonna do the Windows thing. So.
Yeah, I am. But that doesn't need to be on the stream. Building the computer was the stream, not installing Windows, not for us. We streamed for a long, long, long time. Nobody watched, but
Why did your dad
That's
say? Why did Target say not a lie? That's just dumb.
what did he say?
He said not a lie. He did.
Oh, it's just being goofy.
Are we done with my phone? Can we turn
I think
off
so.
the stream?
Let me go to Facebook.
I haven't had
Thanks
my
for
phone.
watching, everybody.
Bye.